My name is Claudia Gadelha. I'm a UFC fighter, and I'm watching Unnamed Sports Show.
You're tuned in to Unnamed Sports Show.
Yeah, I'm on my weird way. Get it like Toby. You on my way, don't get cozy. Give me my trophy. Yeah, I had to pray. I had to kill off the old me. Yeah, had to focus a lot. I'ma shoot my shot, Kobe. Yeah, I'm on my weird way. Get it like Toby. You on my way, don't get cozy. Give me my trophies. Yeah, I had to pray. I had to kill off the old me. Yeah, had to focus a lot. I'ma shoot my shot, Kobe. Yeah, killing my verses, living my purpose. Yeah, killing my burdens, giving my service. Yeah, I had to pray. I had to kill off the old me. Yeah, had to focus a lot. I'ma shoot my shot, Kobe.
Yo, what's up, and welcome to another episode of Unnamed Sports Show right here on Gorilla Cross Radio, streaming live on GorillaCross.com, the Gorilla Cross app, Facebook Live. We're everywhere. I'm your host, Quan59, and we have a big show for you today. Got my man Josh Williams live in the building. What's good?
Man, I get hyped. Our stuff looks so good. It really, really does. If you really sit back and just kind of take it all in. Most of the time, I've got my head in my phone for the first 3 minutes. So to actually sit back and be able to catch it all, it really does look good. So I'm pretty hyped up.
Yeah, and,
look at that, man. That's dope.
And the second 30 minutes, whatever.
Got Cream in the building. What's good?
Living the dream, baby. Working on fumes, but we're here.
There you go. That graveyard shift, man.
Graveyard life.
Back to work, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
I'm happy for you.
Could be worse. I could have full rest. That'd be way worse.
It's way worse. Way worse.
That was way worse, believe me.
All right, we got Hollywood Huff in the building.
Yeah, I am.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
here.
We've been doing this 3 years. He still cannot do an intro. He still cannot do an intro.
What about like in a regular life where you just say hi to people? Like you could have just used that right there.
Hello.
What up?
Hello.
Oh,
Hello.
How are you all today?
Hey, yellow. Hey, yellow. Listen, man, we are here live every Monday and every Thursday, 1 p.m. West Coast time, right here on Gorilla Cross Radio. Tune in every week. And please, if you guys are watching right now, please share the live video stream. If you're watching on Facebook, if you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on Twitter, make sure you check us out right here because we're live, man, and we're happy to be here. And listen, man, we have a lot to talk about. We got Bryan Salmond from NBC News 3 out here locally to talk about the Raiders. So I'm excited about that. So we're getting live on the line with him in a minute. So stay locked in for that. And we have UFC fighter Andre Ewell. He just won a fight on Saturday, and we're going to be talking to him about his fight tonight as well. So make sure you check that out. And we will be live with Bryan Salmond soon. The Raiders' first game obviously was after our show on Monday. So, we could talk about that with Bryan. He was actually in the stadium. It was hyped up, man. Listen, I didn't know exactly how I would feel about it, but I feel good. I felt I was super hyped. Like there was something really going on in my city, and I was excited about that, and I'm still hyped up about that. And we do got our man, the legend, Bryan Salmond, live on the line right now. What's good, B?
What's going on with you, my man? The legend, huh?
You're a legend.
Okay,
you are a legend in these streets.
You got some legendary suits, Bryan. I can concur with that.
Definitely.
I can give him that.
Okay, I'll take that. I appreciate you. All right. All right.
Definitely, man. How you feeling, man?
I'm doing well, man. I'm having. What's up?
No, you're good. You're good.
Oh, I said I got a day off. I'm feeling real good about that.
There you go. I mean, you got a day off, but we're making you work now.
This does not work, man. I'll chop it up with you anytime, so this is definitely not work.
Good. And you've said that before, so I just wanted to make sure. So that's why I was like, calling you on your day off.
He was calling that bluff. I'm gonna call that
let's
card.
see if you can call my bluff.
Exactly. Let's see if he's serious about this.
I was there. I witnessed it. He said it.
He said it.
Give him the call.
You wrote it down?
Yep. Take a picture.
So, man, tell us, man, you were out there. You've been covering the Raiders a lot. You even have a show. I mean, I've been watching your guys' show. every week. What's it called? Raiders something and something?
Silver and black
Silver and black extra. Okay. I knew it was something like that.
Thank you. You've been watching. I'm sure you've been watching. Here.
I've been watching, man.
You just give you a chance to plug it, bro. That's all.
Raiders something and something.
Man, you're quick.
But tell us how that's been, just being able to have a pro sports team out here. Obviously, we've had the Golden Knights, but this is just kind of a different level with the NFL being out here now. Tell us what that's been like for you to be able to cover that. And what was it like at the stadium to be able to go in there and see it? Obviously, no fans, but what is that like, and what does the stadium look like for us peasants that don't get to see the stadium yet?
Peasants who don't get to see the stadium. Well, one way that you can see the stadium is if you go to my Twitter handle, Bryan News 3 LV.
Shameless plug. I like it. I like
How
it.
about that for plugs? Exactly. No, I've shot a bunch of videos and pictures and everything else, but going inside the stadium is really kind of surreal. I mean, it's really, really nice. Obviously, it's, a couple $1 billion will get you a little something.
Yeah.
But just the fact that they actually had an NFL game in Las Vegas. I mean, really, how cool is that? Like, really, just how cool. We actually had a game here. So
yeah, that
was just dope in itself, just being a part of history and saying that when they go back in history and talk about, the Raiders are in Las Vegas, they've been here 15, 20 years, whatever it is, and the first game was such and such a date. It actually, September 21st, I remember because that's my mom's birthday, and I'll be like, I was there.
Happy birthday to your mom.
Yeah.
What's that?
Happy birthday to mom.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Yeah, Mon Dukes.
There it is.
That's dope, man.
Now, Bryan. Yeah. Now you talk about the Raiders. Now we also know that UNLV is going to be playing there. Do you think that this stadium is also going to just be a big boom for the city, just in terms of galvanizing the whole area and our region?
I think so. I mean, the fact that UNLV football is not a draw here in Las Vegas. So in order to find a reason to make them a draw, have them go to Allegiant Stadium, I mean, that's a smart thing to do. I don't know if you've seen the pictures, but they also have pictures of the field with UNLV Rebels in the end zone and whatnot with the red, and it obviously is dope.
Yeah.
And a lot of people that aren't going to be able to afford to go to Raider games when they have fans will be able to go to UNLV games and get inside the stadium, kind of feel the atmosphere. Yes. And hopefully it brings recruits. Hopefully the team gets better, all that kind of good stuff, man. I think it's dope, man. And it's, just think about this. The fact that we have this stadium, because we live here in Vegas, it's ours. The fact that we have this stadium will now be able to have bowl games here that people really, really want to come to. They have concerts in there. Think about having the Winter Challenge. What hockey does when they play it in a cold weather city.
The winter Classic. Yeah, the Winter
Classic. Think about them doing that in December. Because it's cold enough here in December. People don't know that, but it's cold enough. Seriously, they have concerts. Just all kind of just the possibilities that stadium will bring is great, man. It's great.
Yeah. I mean, so I guess my one follow-up, you already mentioned it. Recruiting. I think that the main thing that the stadium does help UNLV with now is you're not only playing in a stadium that an NFL team plays in, but now the facilities have taken a light year step towards any other college team you can throw out there. So I think that really will start to help them.
I completely agree. I mean, like I know that Las Vegas to me is a draw. And if I were a college kid and I wanted to play basketball or just any sport, I want to go to college, I would want to go to Las Vegas. But when you think of football, you think of, okay, how am I going to get to the league? How am I going to get exposure? As well as play against good competition, all that kind of good stuff. Las Vegas or UNLV is not high on that list. But then you think to yourself, I get to play in a professional stadium in Las Vegas. The profile is that much higher because television, people want to see that stadium. People want to see UNLV play in that stadium. That's a joy. College teams want to schedule UNLV and come play here. Yep. So that raises the profile. I think it helps. And then also you got to have a good coach. I mean, Marcus Arroyo, it seems like he's going to be a decent coach for them, even though he hasn't done anything yet. But he's got the right energy. He's got some good recruits. I mean, he's on his way, I believe. Yeah. I hope.
Yeah. So, Marcus, as far as like in game during the Raiders game, I know it's hard to recreate crowd atmosphere, but what was it like hearing the piped in crowd during the game?
And his name's Bryan, Kareem.
That's what I said, isn't it?
No, you said
What is
Mark.
it?
You said Mark. Will we let it slide?
Oh, he was talking about Marcus. He's talking about Marcus Arroyo.
Yes,
That guy.
yes,
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
He thought we.
Thank you, Quan. I appreciate that. No, I caught that too.
He thought you were the coach for UNLV. We didn't let him on.
We transported
In fairness, I haven't met the coach of UNLV. You could be him. Could be him. I don't know.
I haven't met him yet either. So, yeah,
I didn't even see the press conference. So you know what? I never seen y'all in the same room together. That's all I'm saying.
No, that sounds like, is that T?
Nah, it's K.
No, that's
How about
Kareem.
that?
It's Kareem.
See, now who's calling who by the wrong name?
I know. I can't see you guys on my screen for some reason. I can't
my bad.
see.
Here we go.
Uh-oh.
All I can see is myself.
You got us now?
And I'm getting tired of looking at myself personally. Oh, look at that. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, my bad, B. I thought you saw us this whole time.
Nah, the whole time I'm sitting around here pushing buttons thinking like, man, how can I get myself off this screen? I'm getting sick of looking at myself. I can't do this no more.
That's very professional of you, too. You look right in the camera. Not even, we don't know that you're looking at yourself the whole time. That's very professional.
Hey, that's a television guy,
That's
man.
right.
When I'm live, I got to keep on going. I got to keep pushing.
I can hear him, so I don't want to mess things up.
The band kept playing on Titanic, baby.
I
Band
don't want
keep
to push the
playing.
wrong button and click. Oh, man. What was the question?
Hey, Quan, run the tape. What I asked Marcus? Anyway, no, Brian. What I asked the coach? Brian, what was it like hearing the piped-in crowd noise during the game? The atmosphere, as far as trying to recreate that as a regular game.
You know what's cool about that question is that my coworkers asked me that when I went to work on Tuesday, what it was like and how what did it sound like in there? And I can tell you, they didn't pipe the crowd noise in there. Like we didn't hear like any fake fans cheering or anything like that. I don't know why they didn't. I don't know what it sounded like on television. Did it sound like they had crowd noise piped in?
Oh yeah. Sometimes it was off.
Maybe that
sometimes
just went to television because we couldn't hear that at all. In the press box, they had the televisions up there, but they actually did not have the volume on for the televisions up in the press box. So there was no crowd noise for us. But the one thing that was really it was cool, weird, eerie, is that you could hear the teams on the sidelines clapping for their teammates out on the field, almost like a high school game. It's like, defense, clap, defense. It was crazy. You got the Saints out there cheering for their guys, doing chants like it's a Little League baseball game.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
So that was weird. And then also you could hear the guys, unfiltered, should I say.
Oh, yeah.
Like when someone would score a touchdown or they would do a nice move or something like that. Yeah, you can hear a lot of that all the way up in the press box.
That's crazy because I think they did a good job on TV because we definitely hear crowd noise.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
We don't hear any of the expletives.
Yeah. I hear some of them. The second a touchdown scored, what's funny with the crowd noise is like when it first started, it was a little off. So we were like, hey, first down Raiders.
It's like an old Bruce Lee movie.
Yeah. Right. Oh my goodness.
B, before we let you go, man, what was that stadium like compared to other NFL stadiums you've been in?
See, that's a good question as well. And you're assuming that I've been in some other stadiums, which I have actually. Like I've been in I don't know, probably half of them at least. But I've been in the one that probably closely compares to it, and one that people talk about is AT&T, which is in Dallas, Jerry World, and that one is it's massive, it's beautiful. They got that big jumbotron, and probably that's one of the biggest differences is that Allegiant Stadium does not have a jumbotron in the middle of the field, so that's different. They have the big screens on either end of the field. I'm trying to think of a stadium that maybe compares that's pretty nice. MetLife Stadium in New York is pretty nice, but it's basic. You know what I mean? Like it's just basic. It's open.
Yeah.
The stadium that I have not been to that I hear is really, really, really dang cool, man, is Mercedes-Benz Stadium, the one that's in Atlanta.
Yeah.
That looks like an old camera, like photo camera, like the way the lens opens up.
Yeah.
That's how the dome opens up. So I hear that's pretty dope. I've never been in it. I've been in the Georgia Dome before, but matter of fact, little known fact, the first time I was ever live on television was in the Georgia Dome.
Okay,
wow,
okay.
And what was
I
that
used to
for?
live in Atlanta back in the day, so like 800 years ago. Somebody is old.
Hey. Hey, at least you don't look old, man. Because I know some people that are young that look old.
Man.
So I'd rather be somebody that's old that looks young. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? See, man, that's why I come on your show, man, because I could listen to that all day. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, you know, that good black don't crack. I've heard that term before.
Yeah, they say black don't crack.
I mean,
clean
that's
living,
what
man,
they
so-
say.
And chocolate don't chip.
Chocolate don't
What?
chip. I may have to write that one down.
Write that one down. Write that one down.
I'll need to write that down. I'm never forgetting that.
Hey, I got one question. I got one question for you, Brian.
Chocolate. Don't you?
Brian, when you the next game that you'll be covering for the Raiders, do you have like some passes or something for some assistance? Like you need some help
You need an
to
intern?
cover some of these games?
You know what? It's got a little picture of me on there, so maybe I could hook you up with mine.
Okay. All right.
You'd have to shake your head,
yeah,
Steve.
bring the hair
About
down.
that,
I'll shave my head for a Raiders game. That's no problem.
Oh, there you go. There you go. You got to get some muscles. I'm playing with you.
Oh.
Wow.
That's on the side of my neck. I'm just talking on the side of my neck.
That's
all right. That's all right.
You know what,
back.
though? The passes were limited. That was probably like the worst thing about it. Like the passes were really limited. That like not even the whole staff at Channel 3 could go to the game because of the whole COVID restrictions and everything else. So that kind of stunk. But I'm already looking forward to the next game. So Quan can watch the Silver and Black extra show that we have that comes on after Sunday Night Football on Channel 3. We'll be probably doing our show from Allegiant Stadium like we did the last show from Allegiant.
Nice. Very cool. Very cool.
There you go. Well, that's Bryan Salmond, News 3, right here, NBC in Vegas. We appreciate the call, B, and we'll have to do this again soon, man.
Yo, man, you already know, man. Like I'm one of your biggest fans, man. You good folks. So anytime you need me, you already know. Just hit me up. I'll do my best to get in there, and just don't have me looking at myself next time, man. Because I almost had to hang up, man. I can't stand it.
Well, we know your day off now, so you know we'll have you every Thursday.
I see. Okay.
It'll be.
I got problem. My Wi-Fi is messing up.
It actually is.
It really is.
But so he's going to be in his room, just hanging out. He's going to get a Skype call at 1:00 every Thursday.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on, man?
Why did I get this
Quan
call?
took me too literally.
I have to ignore a call every Thursday at this time. What is this?
I gotta ignore. Honestly, I'm usually not off on Thursday. I took today off because I worked a bunch of days last week.
There he go.
Normally I'm not off on Thursday. Friday, Saturday are my off days. Generally.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Very cool.
Well, we appreciate it, B, and we will definitely be in touch again soon.
All right, man. All y'all be good.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, brother.
Have a good one, bro.
It's Bryan Salmond. Make sure you guys follow him on all social media. It's up there on the screen if you missed it. And we're going to get live on the line with Andre Ewell in just a second after I turn on this AC. So I will let you guys talk without me real quick.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and turn on the AC, man. Cause,
Talk about the Raiders.
I got a tank top on and I'm still sweating. I'm Kobe in the fourth quarter right
Great
now.
visual.
What's going on?
Jersey.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, Steve, how's it going? How you doing?
I'm all right, man. He told me I need to get some muscle, bro.
These are
Nah, he dragged you, bro.
He did, man.
he a little bit. The
I'm
one
already
dude that,
going through it. Like
the,
I was kind of feeling good about losing weight. Now I'm like, nah, bro. I'm getting.
I know,
I'm
for
getting
real,
back,
like,
bro.
the one
I'm
guy
getting
that
back.
does have the muscle on the show, he
know,
came
right?
for him. It
He
was
came-
like, oh
he-
no,
he's like-
not Steve.
What's up, little man? Get up out the paint.
Not
We're talking about
he
the
came-
one guy who has muscle on the show. Are
he went-
you not looking at me right
He
now?
went for the biggest dog in the
No,
yard.
no, I'm
this
not.
is prison rules.
That's very
Steve.
true,
You gotta
very
be ready
true.
to take out all comers.
That's
true.
what I was telling y'all last week. When somebody come for me, I know they. Hey,
I'm ready.
I gotta stay ready,
You know,
bro.
let's not talk about everything we talked about last week, please. Let's not do that.
Oh my god.
You kind of folded
I
a
won't
little
bring
bit,
it up.
Steve.
Look, man, I'm not finna go at a guest on our show.
That's right.
Why not?
No, that's not what
Man,
So
I
you're
gotta
saying
let
if
him
he
live.
wasn't a guest, he would have caught that fade.
I'm saying it's like house rules. The first time you come to my house, you a guest. You know, the second time you come, you getting your own water, son.
Bryan's been here 3 times, bro. Just because you weren't here when he was on.
Well, this is my first time, being on. Like next time, he can get the business.
I'm gonna assume the next time it's going to go the same way. This is a professional outfit over here.
Oh my goodness!
I try to be a professional half the time at least.
All right, next up, live on the line, somebody that Steve definitely will not try to fight. We got my man from the UFC, bantamweight fighter. His record is better than his losses. His wins are better than his losses. I think 16-10, I believe.
No, 16-6. It was
16-6, 16 and something. He's fought and won a fight with a broken hand, and now we got him live on the line with us right now, right here on Unnamed Sports Show. My man Andre Ewell, what's good, bro?
Nothing much. How you guys doing?
Doing good, man. Doing good. How you feeling?
I'm feeling wonderful. And it's 17-6. So you guys get
17-6.
Now he's 17-6 now.
Give my dub.
That's right. After the win. After the win.
Straight up. Give my dub from last week.
You know, as bad as I had it pulled up on the other monitor too, and I didn't look over there.
I was like, it wasn't 10.
Like saying Bryan's name.
That's all bad. But how you guys doing, man? Thank you for having me. Joining. I know it's like a long time coming. I don't know how many times I've been in Vegas and have not stopped by.
Well, thank you.
It's all good, man. I know, last time it was, I think, what fight was that? And you weren't even fighting. You were just out here, and we were trying to get you in. But that was, who was that?
That was Acosta. Or not Acosta. That was
Israel and, yeah.
Romero. Romero. And that was when I was in my power sling. And to be honest, I was like mad hungover that day. So I was like actually half the fight. You were like, you reached out to me like, yeah, I think we'd be able to do it. I was so happy because, like, look, the fans. I was sitting with the fans, and they continued, they all just kept buying me drinks. So it was like, hey, you're drinking with us, and I'm like, all right. And then the bartender kept bringing me drinks. So yeah, they're like getting me mad. So it was like all bad.
Everybody on the show is used to me showing up hungover anyway, so this is.
Okay.
You wouldn't have been out of
been a normal cream thing.
Yeah, we just would have been in the corner just chilling. What are they doing? Can't walk straight.
So how's it feel, man? You coming off another win? I personally thought you won all 3 rounds. I know a lot of people, had a 2-1. A lot of people I've talked to said it was 2-1, but I had you winning all 3 rounds, man. Really good fight, a lot of energy. I tell people all the time, man, you're one of my favorite people to watch fight because you always bring the energy no matter what, nonstop. Even if you're losing, you still bring that same energy. What is that like, just always having that energy going and winning this last fight?
Yeah, it's really the fans, man. Like, one, it's about keeping them honestly excited. So I keep all my fights exciting. Like, when I look at it, each round is like the first round. So my mindset, it's to put on a show. I'm a very entertaining type of person, outside and inside. I love to keep things entertaining, bring someone a smile or just bringing myself a smile. And when I'm over here in the cage, I'm bringing myself a smile because I know I'm doing something that I love, And we all know I won all 3 rounds. So anybody that honestly want to argue that case, you already know where you can find me. You feel me? Or, but at the end of the day, when you're leaving it up to like judges and people's opinions, that's what ends up happening. Everybody else has their own mindset on a lot of things, And that's at those moments where I wish I could obviously finish the fights.
Yeah.
So we don't have to end up dealing with people's opinions and everything.
Yeah.
That's why I treat every round like the first round. So when people be like, oh, he's getting tired or, oh, he's kind of like slowing down or whatnot. No, it's because I'm giving my all every time that I'm up in there. Anytime and every chance, Got to take people's heads off.
Now, I thought even in the first round you had an opportunity to end it in the first. Did you feel that way?
Oh, no, I definitely felt that way, and that's why I went on, I pushed on the gas. But let's be real. My opponent, Erwin Rivera, Mexican warrior, Mexican heart. Like, hey, that's one thing that, in the fighting, literally in the fighting game, there is a category called the Mexican warrior. It kicks in. It's like, hey, boy did it. Like, with a granite chin. I was cracking the shit out of his ass. I don't know if I'm able to curse, but I was hitting him really hard. So But my man was walking through it, so nothing but respect to the guy, you know.
Yeah.
So him and his team out there.
Yeah.
How does that mess with your mind when you crack somebody and you know you cracked them and they just keep walking forward? Like, what is your first thought when you hit them like that?
My first thought, hit him harder. It's like I probably should just like really hit him harder because you know it's not like new to me because like I end up moving and punching like heavyweights at my gym at times. Like, you know, I'm like literally one of the like light people up in there. To the moment, like I had to end up bringing out my alter ego, and my alter ego is like it's literally Daniel Cormier with the tuck shirt in. If you see me with my shirt tucked in, I'm DC in the game. It's wrestling mentality.
Daniel
at the same
Cormier
time,
with
like, ready to throw, you know? So they be like, yeah, it's like it's the 2.0 version of me, you know?
Okay.
And then so when I'm up in there, it's like literally I'm hitting mess out of these, like, you know, people are bigger than me, so they walk through it. So the only thing I'm thinking in my head is hit them harder. Hit them harder. At the end of the day, if they don't go down, at least they know that I'm hitting the shit out of them. So there you go.
Gotcha.
Now, Dre, my first question. We had some confusion. Are you 5'8"?
I was gonna bring that
or
up
are
too.
you
Good
5'11"? And then I have a
I am
follow-up.
5'11". UFC was trying to play your boy. I don't know why they trying to do it. I don't know why they still have it up there. Just like this, they call me Mr. Highlight, right?
Yeah.
Then I don't know how many times I already told them to change my name, but it's fitting with them. So I'm like, all right, because right now I want to go with Willie Beeman. I want to be called Willie Beeman, you know, because the girls go crazy. That's me. I'm making them go crazy, and I want to be called Willie Beeman. It might change the next fight, but right now I want to be called Willie Beeman.
Andre,
So they just won't give you the nickname you want.
Andre, I'm pretty sure Willie Beeman is trademarked.
Yeah,
I'm almost positive.
It might.
Where have I heard that before?
Stick with Mr. Highlight. That one, trademark that one, and make that one yours. But okay, but at 5'11", you fight at 135, bro.
That
is intense. There's no way.
And
That's
the funny
crazy.
thing is like they all know this, and this is like when I brought it up to them, like, oh, I want to move up to like 45. They all get excited, like all the Kims at UFC PI right now. When I told them that, they're like super excited because like I'm a project. It don't matter how you look at it, I'm a full project. Kind of like another version of a 2.0 version of a Conor McGregor, right?
Yeah.
He's at 40, fought at 45. He was able to move to 55 and fight at 170.
Yeah.
Thing is, I'm bigger than Conor, as in, you know, taller, longer range, longer reach. Like my reach ends up going up in, as in 35 and 45, I have the longest reach.
Yeah.
55, I should be somewhere around at least the top 5. And it's like two people that are like above me is like 6'2", 6'3" type thing, you know, or 6'4" type thing, you know. And that's my boy Jalen Turner and Roosevelt, you know. Right. So it's those two, and then it should be me or somewhere in that category. And then it goes to 170 where I kind of like fit somewhere in that I should be like the top 10/top 15 with the longest range. So in reality, picture building and putting mass on me because I already walk around at like 163.
Okay.
So picture me actually trying to bulk up or try to do something. I actually fit perfectly at 45, and I fit basically nicely in 55, and I could easily go up to 170 trying to bulk up and everything.
Okay.
So I'm 5'11" with a 76-inch reach. Fucking kill again, man.
He's trying to take every division.
Now,
every one of them if I can.
Trying to be a champ.
Now, talking about your reach, you were in this last fight. You were working so much off of your jabs, and you were just putting constant pressure on them. When you were really, like you said, putting your foot on the gas, it was constant pressure. Is that something that you really look to do in every fight? Is that something that you really train and work on your cardio on?
Definitely something I want to honestly implant, in which I used to do it before. Basically, before I ended up tearing my MCL, which I did in 2018. Wow. 19, my bad, 19. So for a whole year, the whole time, basically in this whole UFC career, I had a bucket tear in my right knee. And then my last fight, forearm, ended up happening. And then that's what forced me to get the surgery because, you know, I finally got my knee fixed, the right arm fixed, and then my left leg went out, and I got that one fixed. So I had 3 surgery in the 7 months period. But the whole point is, before all that, it was me honestly adding pressure, me trying to go for the kill. I was like literally the white shark into the cage type thing. in which when people don't know, I'm all about Shark Week. So, Shark Week and dinosaurs. I love dinosaurs and Shark Week,
Okay.
So, I was like literally like the white shark in the ocean inside the cage type thing. Like, you got to think about it. I'm bigger. I got the range. Me pressing on the pressure, it forces people to end up doing things that they don't want to do or can do, and it ends up floating better in my category. So me adding pressure, putting on the gas, definitely trained for it, definitely end up moving like that. And like I stated, I had to do this with bigger people at my gym, because if I don't, then they're basically on my ass, but and left, right type thing.
Yeah. Man, we're here live with Andre Ewell, UFC bantamweight. He wants to take on every weight, though, so he's ready. Man, let's talk about your last fight, Jonathan Martinez. You fought with a broken arm. Your arm broke in the first round, right?
First round, first 10 seconds, literally the first kick.
And you won this fight, so you go all 3 rounds with a broken arm. Did he know you had a broken arm?
To be honest, I don't think he found out until, I want to say, the 3rd round. Because everybody else, like even Joe Rogan, and Dominic Cruz didn't catch on until like the beginning of the 3rd round. And it kind of like ended up like teeter-totting off on the situation. But even though that he probably found out in the 3rd round, it didn't change the fact because I was still throwing my hands, So, like I said, I didn't know how to end up adapting, because like my whole life didn't have everything, so it was about adapting, the survival mode. So when it came into the cage, my first instincts came in was to survive.
Yeah.
And my survive, it's kind of like one of those cornered dogs that are really hungry, and you're over here trying to take his last meal. Hey, I'm going to end up scrapping for it. And we already know if I had 2 hands, I don't think that fight would have ended in the 1st round or even went that far in the 2nd round.
Wow. All right, and you flipped off Joe Rogan just now, and I want to get into that because there's a little bit of beef there right now, right? I mean, you had a broken arm, no interview. What's up?
Yeah, that's the partial beef, I guess you could say. Like, there's no hard farm, but there's no like bad ill will going in towards his direction. It's just one of those things. Like, he ended up like down talking basically me, that ended up coming down to the other moment. You got to put it like this. He's like baby Jesus when it comes to like the mic, right?
Yeah.
And he ends up saying you're going to have people follow suit on the situation. Like, yeah, Joe, yeah, this and that. It's like whatever he says is kind of like law and whatnot. And not knowing, hey, if you actually sat there and gave me, the conversation that was actually supposed to be due, that you would have got the whole information of what really happened. Did you really hurt me, or what really, really gone on, and why I was fighting the way I was fighting, or, the whole 9. But again, it's nothing but love to the dude and anybody else that ended up feeling a certain way. It was my fault for leaving it up to the judges. And again, it ends up creating opinions. And at the end of the day, only 3 opinions matter. And those are the judges that are watching, that's around the cage. So it's like, and I end up telling people, rewatch the fight, watch it on mute without Joe talking. You'll end up saying the same thing. I won. No matter how you end up looking at it. No way that he should have won the 1st round. And they're all complaining about one judge, right? And not knowing that there was another judge that gave me 2-1. And then there was another judge that gave him 2-1, where I automatically gave him the 1st round, which we all know that dude did not win the 1st round. I knocked him down and automatically teeter-totted his head. Like, let's be real.
Yeah.
And that was all one arm. Like, you got to end up thinking about that. So if you end up giving me back that round, wins me. Because even if you end up telling that one judge that gave me all 3 rounds, gave him 1, guess what? I still won. At the end of the day, the boy still won.
Yeah.
So tell him suck that. Anybody else that suck that?
Andre said it.
There you go.
Yes, because Joe Rogan can fight too. So we're not running up on any of them right now.
We'll let you handle Joe Rogan, bro.
Well, Steve is, I think, right?
No.
I don't know where everybody wants me to fight.
Just sportscasters. My bad.
He's still a guest. It's fine. Still a guest in Steve's home.
Oh my goodness.
So you've been in the UFC. It just came up on your 2-year anniversary, man.
Yeah.
But you've been fighting for a long time. So let's talk about it. Your first UFC fight, a little over 2 years ago. You were close to being homeless. You were days away from being homeless before when you get the call. You think it's a prank phone call, right?
I don't even think it was a prank phone call. I knew it was a real phone call because I was waiting for the phone call.
Okay.
The thing about it was I didn't have like the energy or the hypeness of most people that ended up getting the job. So in my mind, I had ended up having at the time I had 2 managers, like, or I had one manager, which is today's Matt Dodge, but he was working under a guy named actually I forgot his damn name, but he's from KO Reps, all right, and he's actually managing Kevin Holland, right?
Okay.
And Matt, which is my manager now, decided to leave. I follow suit. This effect is in. I was only why I even joined in the managing group was because of him. So I ended up following suit on the situation. The UFC called, but they called the old manager, and I get a phone call from my coach talking about, hey, we got this deal, but the thing is, it's with the old manager, so we got to kind of go back to the old manager. And I told him, like, 1, I'm about to be homeless, so I'm not thinking about that, and 2, if it ain't with Matt, I'm good. I'm 100% loyal type person. It don't matter how you end up thinking about it. I'm 100% loyal. It doesn't matter. You can give me $1 million today, but if you told me I'm gonna get $1 million in a year, I'm gonna wait a whole year. Or hey, I end up flipping the coin. I like clean money, good money, money that's automatically shared around the family. It's called Team Ewell for a reason. Hey. So when it came to that the UFC contract, I actually denied it. I denied it the first time. As soon as they called me, I said, no, I'm good. If it ain't with Matt, I'm out. And literally about an hour later, I get the phone call with my manager and my coach on the same line, and they were like, hey, we just want to let you know you are officially in the UFC. We're sending you the paperwork. You just got to sign it. The whole thing is that they just had they had the old manager on your name. That's the only why they called them. So the old manager tried to sneak in one, tried to end up stealing it. But like I said, anything that is negative comes to light, or anything that's in the dark comes to the light. That's what ended up happening.
Wow. Oh, nice.
Now I'm here. With a smile. AKA, Willie B.
There we go. This is Andre Ewell, UFC bantamweight fighter. You got in a car accident a little bit ago too, man. The car looked tore up. I don't know how you walked away with, a scratch or 2. But talk about that, man. And you had your kid in the car, right?
No.
You didn't have the kid in the car. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Cool.
It was me and the driver that ended up hitting each other. That's the only people that was in the car, or that ended up in part of the accident. So off on that situation, headed to work early morning. I believe the dude was also headed to work early morning. Green light for me, and basically all stacked cars, but I was in a lane where I was coming to a stop, but the green light happened, and I was I'll say about 3 or 2.5 car distance from the light to even go. So it goes green. I continue to push on the gas. Your boy gets hit, and I'm talking like here, smack, pow, boom, And the funny moment of the situation, I had a cranberry bottle juice in the car, but I forgot about it. It explodes. As it explodes, I'm over here in the car, all drenched into the cranberry juice. I'm
bleeding.
In the meantime, you feel me? So I'm sitting here like, hold on. I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, check in. I'm like, hold on, my limbs. I was like, something's going on. Like, so I'm over here like freaking myself out because of the cranberry juice all over me, But found out like I ended up like tasting like the like
let me taste my blood.
That's
my
not
blood tastes like cranberry.
But just a picture like that split second, I'm freaking out thinking I'm dead, and then at the same time like that whole life flashes between my life, like my whole life is going around, right? And so now the only thing I'm thinking about is my 2 kids, because I have a first son named Eli, and my second newborn this year named June. And only thing I'm thinking about is, damn, when am I going to end up leaving them? Like, like that real stuff actually kicks in. Like, hey, where am I at? Can I die? No, I can't die. Get out this car. Like, get out this car. Like, because the car's still running. You can hear things leaking. I'm thinking the car about to blow up. And I'm still over here checking, checking the cranberry juice is really cranberry juice or blood.
That tastes delicious.
Vampires would love me.
You feel me? Hey. So I ended up getting out the car, man, and it was basically all gravy. I was still good. The person that I was in an accident with, he was alive. He's good.
Oh, that's
so we ended up getting ready to walked away with that without getting hurt. And truth be told, if I wasn't in training mode, I think it would have been in like worse. I probably would have been in the hospital, could have ended up dying, anything you could possibly think of. But me actually being shake kind of saved me right there because the collision was hard. It was one of those, hey, you shouldn't even be here. Airbags all the way out.
Oh, wow.
Well, thank God you're still here, man. Somebody was watching over you that day for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
For sure, man.
All right, Dre, speaking of kids, how are you able to reconcile your family life with your career?
Well, luckily, it's all about, like finding and fitting in with people that actually care about you. Like, people end up understanding you got to end up weeding out the negative, like, like what fits and what doesn't fit. And my son, obviously, he fits. June fits. My first son, Eli, I know he would fit in. Obviously, I'm in the middle of that whole court situation of them kicking me all the way out and me trying to fight to get back in, progress and drama. But he trying to micromanage, me trying to be in my first son's life is like, it's a heartache. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's one of those situations that can end up becoming very dark. Yeah. But I end up waking up, to my boy that's automatically bringing me basically the hope that I end up needing. Because, I named my first son, like, basically like faith. Like, like he's the one that kept my faith. And then my second son's the one that gives me hope, as in I'll be able to get back into his life and actually unite my whole family type thing, And to top that off, my son's mother, she's actually been cool. Like, I know me and her, like, been bumping heads, like, or back then we're bumping heads, but what relation has it? And be honest, it actually strengthened us. And our child strengthened us. So it's one of those moments like we're good and we're automatically happy with a smile. So having someone having my back, it's a push, because you got to end up remembering anything you end up doing is something that you end up loving. Like, when you guys are on here, this is what you guys love to do. You can tell by me just listening, you can tell that, hey, you love what y'all do. The questions come in where it's not forced. It just comes very comfortable and you're making me comfortable. And that's automatically a freaking, it's a pedestal you can put up there and you'd be like, hey, these are people that, they do what they end up loving. And that's something I do. Like, I end up fighting. I love to do it. So I end up drawing people into what I'm doing because I love to keep it entertaining for myself. And when people end up watching that, it's entertaining. So for you to have someone behind you trying to push that, or they know that, they'll play their part, and everybody ends up playing their parts. It's called about this life. When you get older, you weed out the dark and you weed out the open. Because like I stated, me and her went through so much stuff. Basically, first time ever hearing it, me and her did actually broke up type thing, but we ended up mending it back together, and now it's stronger, and there you go. So it's like small little things pushing forward. And so me micromanaging a family or managing a family, it's a blessing.
Now, you put up a picture yesterday on your social media with your first son. How much is that affecting you right now? Because it's been a while since you've seen him. And obviously, I was just reading the post, and I was, pulling my heartstrings, man. So I know if it's doing that to me, I know emotionally for you, it has to be hard. How's that affect you, and how's that motivate you even more to keep fighting in the ring and outside of the ring, to maintain a relationship with him?
Like mental awareness it's a true thing. Like people need to understand that it's something like it could end up breaking. And thinking about it, going through it, these moments, I'll sit there. You'll just see me like in my bed or in the corner, start crying or something. I get very emotional. Like my boy makes me emotional. The drama, the situation, me not be able to be in there, makes it a bad situation for me here. You know. And I have to end up looking at the situation by me pushing forward. I'd take it day by day. No matter how I end up looking, I'd take it day by day. And that's what honestly keeps me pushing and going forward in life, period. Like just the fact is in that, like I said, my son gives me the hope that it keeps me with the faith of my first son that I'm going to be in his life. And that's the mindset that I have to have. That's the mindset I got to constantly keep pushing. That makes me, basically, that's the motivation. Like, that's a piece, but it's a very big piece. It's like if we're looking at a freaking pie that is basically 90% of what's going on, of me staying motivated in life, of being a good father to him and my second son, June. I want to be the greatest father possible. And I already know there's other great fathers out there that I'm in competition with, you know. But at the end of the day, in that pie, that's where my mindset's at. And that's the motivation just alone to be great or be something. Because what I look at it is, there was a judge that ended up looking at me with no value. I needed to get value. I did something that I'm really basically amazing at. Or I do amazing things that I'm great at. And that's fighting. And I'm turning that into basically motivation of, I never want to be judged again. I never want to get placed into a situation where you look at me and say, oh, you don't have nothing, you know? And obviously the exes and all the exes that I had that said I was shit and ain't nothing, you know, like put that in their mind that progress is also being made, because I'm using them as my basically my motivation as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got me over stuttering.
Hey, it's all good, bro. It's all good, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate you being transparent with us too, man, because I know, you know, that's something hard to talk about. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, nothing but love. Like I said, I mean, you know, you guys love what y'all do, man. You made it comfortable for me, so I'm able to open out. And I'm a real person, no matter what.
Yeah.
A straight real person. And, you know, obviously sometimes I do think about people that need to get punched in the throat, but I'm a real person.
Definitely, man. All right, talking about punching in the throat. Are there any fighters that you're looking forward to knock in the throat? Who do you want next to get in that octagon with you?
Well, obviously people know I want to fight Derek Lewis, you know, for, you know, basically a bucket of Popeye's contract. You feel me? He's a heavyweight, but I'll move up on weight. And obviously what's going on right now, I want to punch Covington in the throat.
Let's talk about that.
I want to punch him really, really hard in the throat. And I even sent him a message on my damn thing and tagged him, let him know I want to punch him in the throat.
I think a lot of people do, man.
Not in this weight class or not, he's getting punched in the throat. Don't put me in the same room with them. Go punch him in the throat.
Listen, man.
And then I'm gonna stay and say it's all love, my brother, and walk away.
And let's talk about that real quick, because we know a lot of UFC fighters, they do things for promotion. They do it to make a name for themselves and to create a character. When does that character become too far? When does the MAGA hat become something that now he's, you know, getting a little racist with it? Where does that stop, and where's the line? And is there a line in the UFC?
Well, there should be a line in the UFC, but at the end of the day, everybody has the freedom of speech, and people know that, and that's honestly how it ends up going. As you said, there's a line. He definitely crossed it. He went straight racial all the way, or straight races all the way on the whole situation. And I end up understanding that, hey, you could end up placing an act. Like, don't get me wrong. When I end up having my my little perm wig on, that's my other personality. I have like multiple freaking personalities, and perm is one of those goddamn one of them, right? That one is that I'm gonna kick you and punch you right up in the throat.
Yeah.
And that's the one I'm gonna be wearing when I punch his ass in the throat. But you know, at the end of the day, there's a line. And granted, as in what platform that we're on right now, everybody don't see it or see that line. They just see, hey, I look up to him, and since he feels this way and he says that, I'm 100% behind him. Just like this. Racist people are basically not born racist. They're built.
Yeah.
Like, you got to literally think about it. They're built.
Mm-hmm.
And if anybody that's honestly running a straight line and look up to Covington, low-key, he just built a full-ass racist person.
Yeah.
You know? So at the end of the day, like I stated, there's a line. I know UFC should honestly do something about it, but if they don't, the way I look at it and where I'm from and how I grew up, you just put him in with somebody that'll beat his ass. And like I said, if no one wants to beat it, as in like Usman, let him rematch Usman again. You know, but that was like that was a straight beating that he ended up giving him. Well, I look at it, hey, and if not, let me go ahead. We can go ahead and fight in the damn back of the locker room, like I promised y'all. He got a fist coming to his throat coming soon.
And he's talking so much junk after the fight to Usman, who he just broke his jaw, you know, when they fought. And he's still, you know, talking, but you know, same thing. Woodley was talking a lot, you know, but Woodley got handled, man. What'd you think about that?
Hey, shout out to my big brother Woodley. You feel me? Some things just doesn't happen. It wasn't his night. Covington is a very talented fighter. It don't matter how you end up looking at it. That he's really good. If we had an old version Woodley, I feel like an old version Woodley would have killed him.
Definitely.
But hey, we didn't have it. That's what happened that night. And so you can only give respect where it's due. Covington gets respect inside for his fighting skill.
Yeah,
Besides that, he needs to get punched in the throat. That's all I'm talking about.
And as far as Woodley, I've heard a lot of people say, I know Ariel in D.C. We're talking about him just being done, retiring. What do you think Tyron's going to do after, this is 2-3 tough losses in a row?
Truth be told, I think he's still going to, he got a few more fights, if I was him, I'll continue to fight until I feel like it's done for myself. But you guys, apologies. I was waiting. I had to end up going. My bad, you guys.
Oh, you good?
Yeah. So I don't want to be that guy.
No.
I gotta be that guy. I'm so sorry.
It's all good, man.
But yeah, I have to end up going because other stuff going on right now. Got another one.
It's all good, man.
I try to slide that in. So my bad.
Listen, man, it's good. We got a lot of time with you. We appreciate it. Andre Ewell, UFC bantamweight. Looking for him to be a champion shortly in the UFC, man. Yes, sir. Good luck on everything, and we will definitely talk to you soon, bro.
Take care, Andre.
All right, awesome. Thank you guys for having me, man. Nothing but love.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Dre. Have a good one, brother.
All right.
Andre Ewell right here on Unnamed Sports Show. If you guys haven't seen him fight yet, man, make sure you check out some of his fights. They're on YouTube. They're on ESPN+. They're on Fight Pass. Make sure you check it out. Really dope fighter.
High intensity fighter. As you said, not his last fight, but the fight previous, fought with a broken arm that apparently broke in the first 10 seconds of the fight and won a decision. What kind of dark this is the second time that we've talked to somebody that literally had an injury that
within the first strike.
That in the end, the rest of us were crying. I'm on the ground, Nancy Kerrigan style, trying to figure out what happened, and these people are continuing not only to fight but to win.
I honestly might cry if I connected and didn't break my arm. I'd be like, I'm sorry, sir. No, this is not how the day was supposed to go.
Just jokes.
I just wanted to talk to my mammy. These guys, they're not built the same, man. They're built different.
Yeah. And Steve will be back in a little bit. Here he comes. He always gets up right when I turn the camera.
Yeah.
There he is.
Hi, Steve.
I was like, man, I hope he talked for 2 more minutes.
You're good. You're good.
He was saying he had to leave, and then you got up and left.
You're
too.
like, me too?
I was like, maybe I could beat him.
All right, let's finish up with the UFC. Let's talk about UFC. And can you turn Cream's camera just a little bit? Let's talk about UFC 250. What is it? 253, right?
3, I think.
253.
I'm just laughing at you asked Steve to center, and Steve's like,
oh yeah, I forgot about that.
How about now? What about now?
I forgot about.
Look, when there's a box, I can center it. I don't know why y'all don't understand. There was no box for me to center myself. I couldn't find the border.
The camera was a box, though. The camera's a box itself.
I wish y'all saw what I saw.
We were looking at the same screen.
We all looked at the camera. We were like, no, to the left.
He said, which one is center?
Which left?
All right, Steve.
That's how I talk about it drinking.
We're gonna do a test right now. Steve, center yourself.
I have a box. Easy. Look, I can scoot. Now I'm center, right?
I can scoot. I like it.
Okay.
Because see that bar behind me? It's a little off center, so I know if I'm a little this way. You know what I'm saying? I know how to center myself, but there was no box. Never mind.
All right.
I'm trying to defend myself.
Well, you could do that. You could talk about that in your other show called. What's it called?
Negro Please.
Negro Please.
There it is.
Let's go.
There it is.
See, keep soft tossing all these self-promotion to everybody, and they won't take it.
I helped out. I'm Tajashi. Sorry, moving on.
Tajashi,
Wow.
yeah.
Moving on.
Thanks.
Well, now you just cut Cream's head up.
You got me looking like
camera,
Giant Gonzalez up in here. There was a box, though. It's fine.
Yeah,
you're in a box.
Your head was outside the box, but now it's in the box. All right, let's talk about UFC 253, Israel Adesanya versus Paulo Costa. And we have Dominic Reyes versus Jan Blachowicz. I hear it pronounced 20 different ways.
Yeah, so usually I don't use the same pronunciation twice in a row. I'm like, so when Blachowicz fights and then when Blachowicz comes out for the second round, like every single time, just like one of them got to be right.
I'm gonna hit this target.
Yeah,
one way or another. One way or another.
Black the Witch.
Like,
not Black the Witch.
Jan Blachowicz.
Sir, there's no D. How'd you find the D's? I don't know, but that's how Joe Rogan said it. So I'm gonna roll with Joe.
But listen, man, this is a good fight card. It's in Abu Dhabi. They did the press conference on the beach. I was a little bit jealous that we weren't there.
Yeah.
A lot jealous.
That was a really nice press
I
conference.
didn't even think about it until I saw
they're
it.
in the Apex or they're in even in an arena, T-Mobile, whatever. But
It's lovely.
being on the beach,
Yeah.
Totally
come
different.
on, man.
We got to get these
How
perks.
you gonna?
We need our creds back.
How you supposed to look tough, intimidating, and got sand in your toes?
It's not
And they
possible.
didn't. They looked way too chill.
They looked, yeah,
They looked way
were
too
like,
chill.
Can't wait to fight, but before that, you want to go take a dip?
I want to take a dip.
I'd
seemed
like a Mai Tai and a margarita,
Right.
please.
I
We
can't
should
wait
wet our
to
toes
whoop
in the
you,
ocean
bud.
before we fight.
not making weight because of daiquiris.
One too many daiquiris.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so who do we got in this fight?
Man, you talked about it before the show. When you look at the size difference between the two, I already picked Acosta before, Paulo Acosta, but yeah, that's where I'm at.
Paulo Costa?
Paulo Acosta, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm sticking with him. All right, Marcus.
not at the Paulo Costa.
All right, Marcus.
Who you got, Marcus?
coach of the Rebels. I'm coach of the Rebels. See,
You
are.
did have all the
You
rebel
You
stuff
were
right.
all revved up. You look
I was
like you look almost like Hey Red, but just not
Well,
not as white.
Just not
Right.
as racist.
not as
Not as
not as
Confederate.
Confederate. Yeah.
You don't look as Confederate.
Oh, that's very Confederate of you. I'm gonna roll with Izzy, man. Until I see a straight ahead dude beat Izzy, I'm rolling with Izzy.
Yeah.
Set some traps, wait for you to come in, and then pow. But I also haven't really seen Costa get like hurt.
No,
You know what I mean?
you've seen him get
I've seen
hit
him get stunned, seen him get hit
a lot. That
yeah.
Romero fight, he kept coming.
He just kept
It
coming.
was a blood sport, and they just both
right.
kept going. And
There
it
was a
like,
certain point in the middle where he was like, I could feel just for a little bit. He was like, do I really want to keep coming? Like, I won the first 2 rounds. Like, do I really need this third one?
I don't have to have it.
Right.
It's not necessary.
But they were talking about Romero, the way he hits, takes 2.5 rounds of that for him to finally be like, all right, maybe let me think about this for a second. He's going to keep coming at Izzy, and Izzy's going to have to check that chin, because if not, Costa,
he's gonna keep.
he's going to keep
pressure.
applying pressure, and
Yeah.
eventually one of those is going to connect.
And here's a picture of them standing side by side right now, and you can see the size difference. I mean, the arms.
Yeah.
It the arms, it's a big difference. But at the same time, you could look at that. If you don't know these two fighters, you could look at that and say, Paulo Costa is going to whoop this dude. He looks way stronger than him.
Mm-hmm.
And listen, man, Paulo Costa is cut up. His body looks a lot like mine. But
Notice how Bryan Salmond didn't come at you.
yeah,
He
at all.
knows. So.
At all. He knows.
He knows. He knows.
But listen,
Or Marcus.
Paulo Costa is huge. I mean, this dude is cut up. He has huge arms. And then you look at Israel Adesanya, I'll post it up again. Really small arms. You would think like, oh, this dude probably is a grappler, right? He's probably going to try to take you on the ground, and that's how he's going to win. But no, he doesn't do that. Israel Adesanya, with those little arms, has a lot of heat back there. So I'm taking Israel. Same thing, man. Until somebody beats him, I think this is going to be his toughest fight.
Yeah.
I think this is his toughest opponent. I think Paulo Costa is very hungry for this. I want to see a great fight. I hope it goes 5 rounds, and I hope someone gets knocked out in the 5th.
That's not happening.
Oh, so you think Israel will finish him?
Oh, I'd say
That's-
whoever wins is going to be
It's gonna be a finish. Okay.
And to your point, Robert Whitaker is bigger than him.
I thought you were calling me Robert.
No.
To your point, Robert.
My name is Mark.
Wow.
My name's Billy. It doesn't matter what your name is. Bob. But my name's Billy. It doesn't matter
Bro,
what your name is.
That is the best
That's a great
promo
totally talking
ever.
about just eviscerating somebody's career.
Ever.
That was it.
Oh my god.
That was the little homie jungle is a garden to me, or whatever he said. That was that. Like your career's
Oh,
over.
my goodness.
But anyway, like but he's bigger than him. But
Who was it? Billy?
Who forget? Billy. No, Robert Whittaker.
Robert Whittaker. Okay.
He's bigger than him. And also, one thing I want to add to my analysis. It is just not fair. Listen, I'm just going to put it out there.
And this is his analysis.
It is not fair that Paulo Costa gets to be built like that, look like that, and still be able to fight and be champion. No, I'm always going to hate.
Wow.
I'm always going to
Okay.
I have to choose a champ.
What-
It's not fair. The dude looks like a model. He got muscles on top of muscles. Undefeated, can knock you out in the streets. And he gonna get a belt too? What are you gonna give him, the crown? Nah, bro. It's gotta stop somewhere.
Something has to stop.
What are the rest of us supposed to do? And he got an accent? Nah,
He's kind of
fam.
like the Brazilian Jimmy G.
Right. He's
No Super Bowl.
Jaime. Jaime G.
Goodness. He's Jaime. He's Jaime.
Jaime
G.
C.
Jaime.
He's Jesus.
C.
Jesus.
Right.
Jesus G is what his name is.
Wow.
I forgot how to say G in Spanish. And they don't speak Spanish, so I don't even know why I was reading so hard.
Wow. All right,
think-
Steve, who you got?
I'm taking Izzy. Here's the thing. They weigh the same, so those thick arms don't scare me. All right, if I'm a fighter,
Have you seen him hit though?
They shall.
Yeah.
Have you seen any UFC fighter hit?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm
Fair.
saying? Like,
I've seen
I mean,
some hit that don't hit like Paulo Costa.
Yeah.
I get it, man. Like he hits hard. He's got a slightly, shorter arms. He's got compared to Izzy, he's got a more compact frame, which you're looking at it like, I don't know, a Mike Tyson-esque, that short, hard punch. You know what I mean?
Except
Like
he's like the same height
like-
as Izzy, though.
but that's the thing. Like he's 2 inches shorter than Izzy, and he's got an 8-inch reach disadvantage over Izzy,
That's
which
what
is
I was
part
gonna
of the reason why I picked Izzy, because it ain't like Izzy just out there throwing power puffs. You know what I mean? Like he can hit. You know what I mean? And so there's more things than just those sweet buff arms and that sexy face that's gonna have to
you guys.
come into winning this fight. But I mean,
The
I can't.
takeover is real on that side of the room,
I don't-
Josh.
Oh
Hey,
my
The
goodness.
cake over.
I can't just write him off. I don't think Izzy's just gonna walk over him. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Paulo wins. You
How
know
do
what I
you-
mean?
how-
But
how do
Sounds
you-
like Pride Month over there.
Well, I'm so done with all of you. So okay. So
Okay,
since
somebody
I'm-
always got to go one
since-
step.
too far.
Somebody.
I could have taken that way further.
Yeah.
He could have.
Guys.
He could have. But
Rather
since
than Abu
all of
Dhabi.
you guys think Izzy's gonna win, how do you think he's gonna win?
I
You know
think
what I
he's gonna catch him coming in. I'm gonna tell you something that my dad told me a long time ago. And this was the second time that Frank Bruno fought Mike Tyson. And anybody who knows anything about Frank Bruno, you see he looks like a British black
Bulldog.
goddess.
Bulldog.
Yeah, he looks like a boxing Amistad.
Yeah. He talks like it too.
Yeah.
give us free.
Give us a
Cinque.
And my dad said, yeah, he got all them muscles, but can he train his chin? So let me tell you, you get the biggest
Yeah.
biceps in the world, but if I hit
Yeah.
you on the chin, it's the same kind of chin you would have had if you were 130 pounds.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do about that.
100%.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
I've
Props
used
to
that.
your dad.
I've used
Bring
that
your
for
dad in
like
here.
30 years now.
We
You
got
would thought
an
that-
extra seat for your dad.
You held on to that one for a while, huh?
Well, no, I use it all the time. The first time using it here, I just bit it. Like everybody thought that was me all this time. But it's time we're all having
That's
a,
what she said.
What up? Not.
You finally got
not
your
a second
board
time.
back.
Yo, what's poppin'? It's your boy Swift,
bad.
aka.
That's the wrong drop.
See, you got
That's the wrong
too
drop.
excited. You got too excited.
It was the wrong drop.
Wow. Here we go.
Man.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
See, you can't give people things.
Yeah. Right. Can't.
You're tuned in to Unnamed
like that one?
Sports
We are
Show.
not allowed to have
that one?
anything.
We're not allowed to have good things. There you
Who
go.
makes us responsible? Like, why do we have property at all?
I don't know where you're sitting at. But
That's the
Stop
one.
it.
That's
You miss
the one.
That's what she said.
The laugh. All right. Yeah, the board's back, guys. The board's back.
There's
Nice.
nobody who can fire us at
Board man.
all. Like
They could what?
there's no exec to come down and be like,
Yeah.
knock it off. Like this.
Well, I'm over here.
Yeah, I was like, really? Because I'm.
There
Yeah,
is one.
I'm the one
and
over
you-
here.
and you're the
being
one doing
kid.
it. That's the point.
That's true. Who you gonna fire? You? You're the
right.
one
You
doing
gonna fire
it.
yourself?
Don't get Shawnee O'Neal. Thank you for your services. Thank you.
Wow.
Don't say something too crazy to Quan. He'll kick you out mid-show. I'll see you next week.
That's what I thought.
Mike.
That's what I thought Steve was doing when he was going to the bathroom. He was like, "Oh, what'd he say?" Oh man!
All right, next fight.
Bring your playbook.
Next fight, we got Dom Reyes. This is good. Listen, man, the light heavyweight championship has been on the same dude for a very long time.
Well, just one of two guys. It was either DC or
Yeah.
Yeah, but in the people's mind,
it's always been
on
always
John
been
Jones for
John
10 years.
DC,
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, everybody knew.
Here, hold this while I go on vacation.
Right.
Type of thing.
my cocaine
Vacation.
induced. My
Okay.
cocaine
You know what?
induced.
Yeah, you took it there.
Tajashi. I'm gonna say what it is.
Yeah, you're the one that's. Well, that's not quite what he did, but
Hey man, you know,
Not what he did.
not what he did.
not.
He likes party favors.
Hey man,
So
My fight.
Tom Reyes, I mean, he fought John Jones. A lot of people thought he won. I thought it was a great fight. Kind of could have went either way, but at the same time, we were watching it together. We knew Dom Reyes had to win one of those rounds, and he didn't dominate any of those last rounds. And so John Jones won. He wants to move up to heavyweight, so he vacates the belt. And now Dom Reyes gets another shot against Blachowicz.
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 Hove.
You're Blachowicz.
Listen, man, two really good fighters. I've liked Dom Reyes for a long time, not just because he shares my Instagram pictures of him, but I think he's a really good fighter. And my thing is his performance against John Jones, when he had that much confidence to fight John like the way he did, I'm giving him this fight to get the light heavyweight.
Yeah.
I concur.
Yeah, I mean, look, to take John Jones basically to a decision, and it was a contested decision that everyone was saying, he was undefeated at the time. He hadn't lost up until that fight. So I don't see this guy, especially with a messed up name.
Well,
No, just
well, let me
let
me tell you something. He can fight.
He's really good.
He's really good. And he was calling out John Jones too. And it was, I don't remember that was before or after Reyes fight, but I think he was supposed to be the next one in line.
One of the next ones.
He was
Yeah,
supposed to be the next
for
one in
sure.
line, but because the controversy, I guess you want to call it that, behind the Reyes fight, they had to reschedule the rematch. I don't know, man. It's one of those things where I just wonder if Reyes has just had his mindset on John Jones this whole time.
That's true.
And it could be one of those things
Could be a
where,
letdown.
It's a letdown, and you get beat, and it ends up being the guy who now has the confidence over you, and you might never be able to beat him ever again.
Yeah.
So I'm weary of Blachowicz, and I think I am going to take him in an upset, but it would be an upset because Dominic Reyes. Don't get me wrong, that man can fight.
Yeah.
He can throw him.
Yeah.
Also to keep it in the light heavyweight, did you see that Santos and who was it? And Teixeira, they just got they just got the fight for a fight night, another good fight night.
Another good fight night.
That's gonna be another really good fight night. I think
Wait,
that's
who?
in November.
Who?
Thiago Santos.
Thiago Santos.
Oh.
Thiago Santos and
Teixeira.
Teixeira, yeah. It's
It's
supposed
a good
How?
fight.
I think it's
How
I
can
think
he
it's
walk
November
already?
7th. No,
it's been over a
year and a half.
almost a year and a half.
Because remember that happened. That fight was in
know,
like
but those
June
both
or
knees.
July.
Both knees. How you rehab one knee when you don't have the other one?
I've seen him around the PI. I've seen him around the PI. He's actually
Hey,
okay.
you seen him walking. You ain't seen him taking kicks. throwing
Very
kicks.
true. That I can see.
That's different.
But he been moving in and out of the building pretty good.
Hey man.
A few times I've seen him. So he's
I
all
wonder,
right.
but how do you do that? Like, okay, cool. So they tell you to stay off this leg so you can strengthen this one. Oops, that's torn up too. How do you do that? Like, I don't understand. I don't know how it works.
Call Professor X.
All right, we got to move on, fellas. We got to move on to other sports. But listen, man, I'm hyped up for this card, UFC 253. We will be here at the studio watching it. Anybody that wants to come through, don't, because we have a limit of 10 people. And Josh won't be coming because he has his fire stick.
That's right. I'll be at the house.
Fire stick.
See, I'm trying to go live right after the big UFC
Right.
events, but nobody wants to come here.
I think I'm going to be here this week.
All right,
you
bring
can come.
I also-
some Mountain Dew. We ran out.
But I also have to work that night, so
You'll make it.
I'll make it.
I'll give you a ride to
Yeah.
work. Oh, you got a car?
No, he has a car now.
I forgot.
Man's got wheels.
Professor X again.
Wow. All right, let's jump into the National Basketball Association before we get into our NFL picks. Tyler Hero, man, that's all I got to say.
Man.
I need a hero.
Wow, we should have had that. Should have had that queued up. And it's gotta be fast. I need a hero. Oh, it's super lit. You can't picture Johnny Five just speeding through. Johnny Five broke speed records.
Johnny Five, baby.
Johnny Five trying to be alive so bad.
What record label is this under? Because I don't want to play too much of it because there's certain labels that.
Tyler Hero on a Thursday night.
Hey. And he's gotta be white.
Oh no, I'm so done with both of you.
Speaking of white, Kevin from Chicago, go ahead and call in now.
No,
he's already been calling.
You've got who's this Santos?
Can we please get through the show? They'd be like, you're like, yeah. How did
Santos get here?
How did we not get to football picks? Well,
here's how it
there's about 20 minutes of dead time that I can't be held responsible
Oh
for.
man, I'm dying. I'm dying.
Get us through it.
We're getting through it.
All right.
We do got a caller live on the air. Kevin, what's good?
You guys love
Kevin, we love you, Kevin. We do love you. I just knew. Listen, Kevin, and I heard you on Straight Bet Sports with Jose V last night, and I knew when Tyler Hero had that game that you were going to be blowing up every show. So talk about it, Tyler Hero. He killed it. Listen, 20 years old, 30 a lot points.
30
a lot.
Was it 37? I think
it was
37.
Yeah.
He had a crazy game.
There's definitely a 3 in it.
We've already known he's been really good, but last night just in the playoffs just took it to a whole nother level. What's your thoughts on that, Kevin, from Chicago?
You know what? I'm a fan of the Slavic players. I like the Dragic, the Doncic, the Jokic, the Angloids. They're not cut for it like those Balkan boys. No, I'm joking. Tyler, he had a good game. He had a good breakdown.
That's great.
Even though he showed out, he definitely did, but it's still team basketball. That's the way I like the Miami Heat. Like,
definitely.
Just like Jimmy Butler said, he said, yeah, one guy may score a lot. Like, he don't care. Some guy scores a lot. Maybe Duncan Robinson one game. Maybe Jay Crowder another game, but it's always team basketball. It starts on the defense with that zone, really causes a lot of problems. Then they're pushing the ball. It's total team ball, and that's what I like about it. Even though everyone's talking about Tyler Hero, this Heat team, I said it from the jump, man. They're a problem. I don't care who they're going against. Even the bad boy Lakers, they're going to cause them problems.
No, I don't think Miami cares who they're playing against, and they've shown it. They're up 3-1 against the Celtics. Most people picked the Celtics in this series, all the experts before the series started. No, I don't think any of us did. Steve might have.
I don't think any of us did.
But
No,
listen,
I think Miami.
No, I think
nobody picked Boston.
I think he said in here we picked Miami.
In here.
Yes.
We've been high on Miami all year. I picked Miami over Milwaukee back in February.
Yeah.
I knew that was going to be an issue. Miami looked good all year. They were being slept on. And now they're showing who they are. Listen, Eric Spoelstra is a great coach, and he's proving it right now. But he has a lot of great players that are willing to play together, and that's what's hard to find in any league these days. If you have a team camaraderie like that, it's hard to beat them. And, yeah, I don't know. When they get to the finals, if they get to the finals, there's still a game they have to win. But against Denver or the Lakers, it's going to be a problem for whoever they play.
Yeah,
that's the thing too. And as much you can talk about coaching all you want, but there's no way in your scouting report that you account for your 20-year-old rookie going 14 for 21, 37 points. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's the coaching's there, but the players have shown up because just like Kevin from Chicago was saying, they don't care who gets the credit.
Yeah.
Right.
So there was a possession last night where Jimmy took a shot and I forget who was doing commentary. I think was it Jeff Van Gundy?
Yeah.
And he says no. Tyler Hero should be touching the ball every possession, and from then on, he touched it every possession. Because they were like, because even Jimmy's like, yeah, I know I'm the guy, But this is what's working right now. This is what's popping.
Right,
This is what's hot in these streets.
Winning basketball.
Yeah.
And that look
Right.
and listen, that's the thing that most people don't understand.
They don't understand it.
It's I want to win.
Yeah.
So if we got to go through this every single play because they can't stop it and they're not adjusting, why are we doing anything different?
Well, for someone like Jimmy Butler, if he averaged 50 points a game in the playoffs and they only made it to the Eastern Conference semifinals, that would be good. We would say, like, oh, he averaged 50. But if the whole team wins, if this team wins the championship in the bubble, that is a bigger story than Jimmy could have had averaging 50 points a game for 2 rounds.
Because Jimmy maneuvered all this for 2 years.
Jimmy Butler led the team to a championship.
Right, but not just that, but like from where he was at Minnesota, he was like, these guys ain't it. They don't have it.
Exactly.
And then going to Philly, and he was like, well, some of these guys are it, but all these guys ain't it.
They're not it all the
and
time.
he picked this team, and he said from the beginning, listen, we got some dogs here.
Yeah.
And that's right in his image.
Yeah.
His image, the way Jimmy is, it's not out talent everybody. You ain't gonna outwork me.
Right.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna out intense me. You ain't gonna out fight me.
Yeah.
And and you're gonna know we're here.
Yeah.
And that whole attitude was gone through the entire team.
And they've shown that.
Yep.
Time and again.
Kevin, before we let you go, what else is on your mind? Let's talk about the Lakers series tonight against the Nuggets and Jokic.
Yep. Real quick, my last point regarding Miami. You were saying the ego thing. That's a rarity because no one cares about the last shot. You saw Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
He'll give it up. It doesn't matter. And that's a rarity because in the NBA, there's so much ego.
Yeah.
They want to get the last shot. They want to be the hero at the end of the game. And I just find that real refreshing. But as far as Lakers and Denver, I said Denver needs to extend this series because I think LeBron will slow down. I saw at the end of that game yesterday, he was gassed. He was huffing and puffing, hands on the knees, and he pretty much just fell apart in that last 4 minutes.
Clap your hands.
Well, he was gassed because they went on a 19-2 run without any timeouts. So I don't think he would have been gassed. I don't think it's because he's old. I think
human nature.
They were playing crazy defense, running up and down the floor, fast breaking for 5 or 6 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
That Denver altitude, man.
It was in Denver. It was a Denver home game, so the altitude
does get to
man. It can happen to the best of us, man. It's happening to the Broncos.
Spike Eskin at? Spike Eskin is going to blame it on the altitude. But that's a good point. That was a pretty crazy stretch, really high pace for that short amount of time. But how about this? I'm going to ask you guys this question. We can get your answer, and I'll leave you to it. If Denver Nuggets managed to get past the Lakers and win the championship, win the whole thing, would this be the most impressive run?
Yes.
I'd say since Dirk in 2011. I'd
I'm putting above that just for the fact that they had to come back twice down 3-1, and then if they win this, they're coming back 2-0 or 3-1 or whatever it's going to be.
It's never been done in the NBA, and then on top of that, they have no stars. They have good players, but they don't have any superstars in the league. They haven't. No, Jokic isn't like, okay, so I'll put it to you like this.
He's probably the best big man in the league.
Yes, but in today's league, that's not as big a deal.
Jokic don't make highlights.
Yeah, if this would have been like he makes basketball player highlights. Like we'll look at it like that was amazing, but to your normal
I think Jamal
casual
Murray
fan,
is someone you're going to hear his name for.
True,
but you haven't heard it before this season.
No,
you know what I mean.
Basketball
to me,
people, basketball people have.
But you hadn't really heard of Kawhi until he won. We had basketball people had, but that doesn't mean that he
was a household name,
right? They won't eventually achieve that status.
When do you think Kawhi became a household name?
Last year, definitely.
No, he was way before then.
Who knew about San Antonio in the households?
No, Kawhi. Listen, Kawhi was a household name after he shut down LeBron in the finals.
No.
Yes.
Nah.
He was a household name.
Nobody knew it.
And I wouldn't call that a LeBron shutdown.
No,
if you look
he
at
didn't. She didn't shut down anybody. He won Finals MVP because somebody had to win it. He didn't shut down anybody. And
They won 4-1.
Listen,
series.
Hey Kevin, thanks for the call, bro.
Just saying.
All right, take it easy, guys.
Yes, sir.
I promise you, my mom did not know who Kawhi was a year and a half ago, and
really?
She knows who he is. She knew who he was a year ago.
My mom does
That's
too.
a household name.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But I mean, listen, I feel like Denver has a good enough team to be this 4 years. So, I don't think they're going anywhere. They're definitely on a hot streak.
Getting better, too. Bol will have a full season.
Bol is...
Yeah, I mean, right now he's not even trusted to play. But
look at Michael Porter. I mean, Michael Porter Jr. is playing really good, and he's not even close to being where he's going to be.
The second Michael Porter Jr. starts getting more playing time, then
they become a complete, totally different problem as he continues to advance.
Yeah, Michael Porter Jr. Yeah,
yeah, Michael Porter Jr.
Michael Porter.
What was that?
What happened?
Oh my gosh!
Jose, you want to get on the mic with us?
Is that not his name?
That is his name. I don't know where you're sitting
at. Oh, no days off.
I don't even know.
Look at Jose Belichick over here. No days off.
We have no camera for you, but
I like your shirt. Classically trained with an old school joystick.
Ayo.
That's good stuff.
People can't see that. That's fun.
Yeah, he's not on camera.
I understand.
We got a voice for Jose, but not a camera.
Steve, will you center that for me?
He's looking too. Like I don't see Jose.
I'm not centering that.
There's no box.
Jose, can you see? Because I can't.
Jose, can you see?
Oh my God!
I hate you, Quan. Quan, let's.
All right, what's next? Lakers tonight. I think they go up 3-1.
I mean, how can you fight against the 3-1 trend? That's what keeps happening with Denver. So you got to take it.
That's probably the best thing for them to happen.
Yeah,
truthfully.
Exactly. They're like,
we've been here before.
Now we can start playing.
Last week we were here.
They're going to have 1 second left on the clock. They're going to inbound the ball and just hold it.
Yep. Got him right where we want him.
We're not shooting this ball for
We're
anything.
not going to mess up our momentum.
They're going to wait till after and shoot it, not to so they don't mess up the 3-point percentage.
Ref, we want to take the 5-second call.
We'll just go home and regroup.
All right, listen, man, excited about the NBA.
Hold on, who you got? Who's I got?
I think the Lakers are going to take it, but you can't sleep on Denver. I mean, if I'm being honest, I know Quan doesn't agree with me, or I think you do agree with me because you said it last night. It could literally be 2-1 Denver right now.
I mean,
it could be the.
I never do could have, would have.
I'm just saying. If you look at the way that Denver has played, yes, I understand the Lakers are up 2-1. It is what it is. You needed a shot by AD in the second game to win that game.
But Denver, like I said, they wouldn't have played Game 3 the way they did if they didn't play. If they lost Game 2, Lakers would have played a totally different game in Game 3.
Maybe not. It's just
probably
Plumlee. We'll never know because Plumlee took that all away from us.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is, he just was like, that's Anthony Davis.
But that's like saying in Game 3, if Jamal Murray didn't hit 3 outstanding shots, Lakers were only down by 3, and Jamal Murray just tore it up. So if he didn't hit those, Lakers take the lead. And
I don't like playing the game of if they had less wins, they'd win less.
If it was a fifth.
I don't like. Listen, bottom line is they knew it was the playoffs too. They should have stuck on AD.
Yeah.
Hey, we are.
All right, but who are you taking tonight?
I like the Lakers.
He said the Lakers.
I don't think they cover the 6, but I like the Lakers.
Right when he said it, I was like, "Oh yeah, he did say this."
He said the Lakers.
I think it's close though. I don't think they cover the 6. I'm being honest.
I don't think so either. I think every game from now on is going to be
close game. Yeah,
tight.
I'm just gonna say Lakers and hope that I'm wrong.
Oh God!
Wow.
Are you betting the opposite side?
No, I'm not taking the opposite.
At least you could say it.
Trying to hedge your bet by saying throwing it out there in the universe.
I'm just saying.
You know that's
look.
That's what he's trying to do.
The way these games are officiated, it's a crapshoot. So.
Oh yesterday, Scott Foster was being so Scott Foster.
Like
gotta love classic Scott Foster. Though.
Scott Foster was trying to give Boston all the calls.
It's crazy because like literally, like I said, that first game, there 25 for second quarter free throws. That's the game.
Don't foul that much.
No,
and it was the second quarter.
But okay, so we're not gonna say that. All right, so we get all the way to the fourth quarter, and LeBron still has 1-2 fouls. He didn't touch anybody with his aggressive defense that they were playing and wasn't hand checking. And
I will say
like,
this.
That's the stuff that bothers me when they
during that comeback. They were like, "How is the Lakers' defense turned up?" Because Rondo was holding everybody.
Yeah,
and they're like, "Man, that's good D." And I'm like, "Yo, you just saw the replay. He hugged that man."
Well, look.
But this is what happens all the time with Rondo.
Cares.
It's good D in real life, but the way they're calling fouls now, they need to be more consistent. Like,
what Rondo was doing was fouling. Rondo was fouling.
It was a legit hold. It was a legit hold.
Rondo was fouling. Now everybody wasn't. But Rondo was fouling. And
so when you don't
get away with it.
When you don't call those things, then it's very hard for me to say who I really think is gonna win because it's like, well, what rule books are we gonna play with tonight? Is it gonna be fair square? Or is it gonna be one side?
Let's move on to that.
Yeah. Let's move on.
Yeah. We can move on.
Big thumb.
Yeah. We all agree.
Hey, thanks for permission, bro.
Hey, always. Always here to help. Always here to help.
See, I'm not centered. I can't see my thumb. Thanks, Steve.
Quit moving.
I didn't go nowhere.
Thanks,
My thumb
Steve.
did.
Thank God I'm not on camera.
Thanks,
All right, we got
Steve.
NFL Week 3. Let's get our picks. And I think we were wait, who was right for Monday night? I picked the Raiders. You picked the Raiders?
Yeah, I picked the
I said the Raiders would cover, but I didn't
No,
pick
I'm
the
not-
Raiders.
that's not what
I picked the Saints.
I bet the Raiders money line in the over.
Yeah, so did I. I won.
Let's go.
I won. I won.
Steve didn't pick because he wasn't here.
I won my bet.
Quick plug, straight bet sports.
Were you here Monday? Yeah, you were here Monday.
Yeah, I was here.
Yeah,
I
you was
picked.
here.
I picked the Raiders.
Okay.
I think.
I think all of you did pick
Yeah.
the Raiders.
Yeah.
And I said I wanted the Raiders to win, but I didn't think they would.
That's a good game though, man.
This is why we were writing these down.
Fun game to watch.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna start writing them down. I got you.
All right. NFL Week 3.
This is when it really
We
starts to
have
count.
an amazing Thursday night game tonight, folks. I won't be watching any of it at all. I'll probably have it on the
I
secondary.
think this is
TV.
going to be a great game, honestly.
It'll be a good game. Two bad teams are always a good game.
Hey,
We
Gardner
have the Jacksonville Jags versus the Miami Dolphins.
Could say Jaguars or what?
Jaguars.
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 Oh, that makes me want to scratch my skin
Jaguar.
off with a
Jaguars.
Jaguar.
Jaguars.
Jaguars.
Visit your local Jaguar dealer today.
That's the voice of Jose, not Jesus.
That's why you didn't see any of our mouths move.
That's right. That's that Bruce Lee thing Brian was talking about. Brian's
Brian was talking about that as his screen was popping.
Right, I was like,
phone. I'm like,
you're
what is
Bruce
this-
Lee
is
at
this
this
a
point. Enter the Salmond. Hey, come on.
We're going to get Brian a new 4G phone.
Oh no.
Geez.
Brian definitely was on the slow ski dial up for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Dolphins and Jags. Who do you got? Do we see Tua at all in these next couple games?
No, not yet.
Not after if they don't see him tonight. After this, he got like Niners and Steelers and
Let him wait.
Oh my.
Yeah, it's all on scheduling. Definitely all on scheduling.
Let him wait.
You don't have to bring him in right now. It's too early.
Yeah, not
And,
at all.
and they've been playing well.
I got Dolphins in this game. It's a primetime game, so I think we'll see some Fitz magic.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it'll be a close game, but I got Miami in this.
You got the spread?
Dolphins, Jags -3. I got all of them. You good?
Oh,
You
minus
good. I
three.
got them all written down. I got everything written down, bro.
Listen,
I'm already
he
good.
took his time all morning. He was working.
I did
Put your
all
phone
that.
down, son.
But he
Put
slapped.
your
You,
phone down.
you guys didn't
smacked
see.
me too,
He
like, hey.
slapped the phone out of Jose's hand.
I get.
He's like, "You work for a phone company. You can get a new phone."
Nah, he
that Chris Paul joke where he went to dap up James Harden. Chris Paul was like,
Oh yeah,
yeah. He hit his phone
That's
so hard.
literally what you just.
He
did
hit
to
his
me
phone
right
so hard. I'm about to get a scooping score. I'm about to run that fumble back.
now. Oh man.
"Oh my god, Kareem, who do you have?"
What's the spread?
-3 is the spread.
-3.
Jags.
Under
Jags
49.
Jags.
at Miami.
No, it's in
It's in Jacksonville. Well, yeah.
And they're gonna have fans.
And I'm
Remember,
just
Jacksonville's one
picking
of the
winners. Though.
Jacksonville's one of the stadiums that has a few fans. that
Yeah,
are
yeah,
allowed.
it
So
does.
remember that.
I mean, it's
So not
as
fake
many
crowd
fans
noise.
as they have.
That's a normal game for the Jags.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
It's a normal game.
It's Florida.
That's Florida.
They're like, actually, it's open door policy, and they were like,
Just show up.
really, we got a really good crowd today. This should be pretty loud. I'll only be able to hear.
They were paying
That
you
guy.
to take a ticket.
Oh
Yeah,
my
they're like,
God.
You sure you don't want to sell out?
Give you $20.
I will give you
$20 to buy food.
Free hot dog.
We're already blacked out. It's fine. Don't worry.
That's cool.
Don't worry.
No one's gonna see you on camera anyway.
I'm gonna take. I didn't know it was a Jacksonville, but I'll take Dolphins to cover for sure. I don't see the Dolphins going 0-3, and I really can't see Jacksonville being 2-1.
They've played well.
They
well.
played against two teams just better than them.
Yeah.
And I like the back and forth between Minshew and Fitzpatrick about the beard and then the mustache. They've been going back and forth pretty fun.
Oh, okay.
Was it Minshew got the porn star stash?
Yeah, he does.
No, he's got the Fu Manchu.
Yeah, that's
Minshew. Oh. Sorry, I was.
That
I
just
didn't-
popped up
I
in your
really
head?
did. That's why I was like, wait a minute.
He got so happy that he
was
told that
his
funny.
smile was like
I lit up. I
He
lit
was
up.
like,
I
He broke the fourth wall. He broke the fourth. Or is it Minshew? Am I right? Exit stage right even.
I'm sorry, Jose. We asked Jose to get on the table, and Josh has touched him 6 times already. We apologize.
Social distancing,
for real.
Wait a minute. Put me out there like I'm.
I mean, they
anyway.
see you fall off the camera. They know who's over there.
That's still funny.
All right, next game. We got to go through these quicker.
Yes.
Cream missed the memo in the box.
He did.
Oh, Jose didn't pick. You skipped Jose.
I like Jacksonville.
Okay. We're taking Jose's picks.
You?
All
I
right.
mean, you don't have to write those down. They don't go for our,
mine don't
our
count.
record, but
All right,
Mine
fair
don't
enough.
count.
I mean,
I'm just here hanging out with you guys.
You hate Jose, don't you?
No, I love Jose. We're supposed to go golfing.
That's what I knew he was going to bring it.
That's
That's the
why.
problem.
That's why he
I
got some
keep flaking
bitterness.
on our golfing thing, you know?
I don't know.
Wow.
Like, what? Huh?
Is this the part that I made go longer? Or?
I was ready to move on to the Bears and Falcons.
That's what she said.
He's so happy to have his board back right now.
Wow.
You're tuned in to Unnamed Sports Show.
And then you go one too far every time. You might want to label those, Quan. You might not want to.
That wasn't too. I meant to do that. Where are you tuned into?
You're tuned in to Unnamed Sports Show.
That's not too far.
That's our new girl voiceover. That's the new one.
It's not the old one. We've never had one.
It's the only one.
You're right. It's always been Gorilla Crawl. Good call.
What
My
show you
bad.
been doing? You
Hey,
been
man,
doing a sports show?
Hey, listen.
All right, we're only on game 2.
Yeah. And we didn't even get Steve's pick. I don't think we got him in the first one either.
Dolphins.
Yes, I already had him down. But
Yeah, he got.
Oh, we're still on the first one.
I got
But yeah.
Steve's.
Shut up.
All
Steve's
right.
wearing a shawl, so if we pass him up, we pass him up.
If he dies, he dies.
This too shall pass.
This too shall pass.
See, that wasn't good, but Full Moon. Anyway,
Who?
I can't even get it out now.
Full moon, chew. Full moon, chew.
Fu Manchu was funny.
Full
Sorry,
moon, chew.
Shaq. Anyway, we've got the Bears Falcons. Falcons at home. Falcons -3. Quan, who do you have?
Oh man, I got the Bears. Falcons. After last week, I'll never pick them again for the rest of the season. I'm
This
not
would be
picking
for
them
the
again.
Bears going 3-0, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Listen,
would be
Bears got
3-0.
defense. Yeah,
Trubisky isn't messing games up.
and I need their coach to get fired, so I hope they go 0-4, 0-5,
okay.
and then he gets.
You want Dan Quinn?
I don't know. I just want him to get fired.
Keep them bad. They don't.
True.
I don't need them getting good one day.
Seriously, not with the weapons they have.
Nah,
Keep them
bro.
where I can see them.
Exactly. I'm like, y'all at a jab's distance away.
I've
Look,
got
I know the Bears are 2-0. You talk about Trubisky, but honestly though, has he really looked that convincing to you? Like I've watched both of the games, and he just looks like another quarterback to me. He doesn't look like he's
just
doing
the
anything
fourth
special.
quarter of that Detroit game's
He
only
isn't
time.
losing the game though. That's the main
And I
thing.
think that's
that,
what he
but-
might need
but-
to do
but-
with the Bears. I don't think he needs to be outstanding for the Bears because
But
they
do
have
they
a
have
defense that
enough
can hold
around
them.
him though?
No,
Look,
He's got to do more.
Do they have enough around? Do they have enough around?
Like this isn't
Offensively.
Tennessee
Hell
where you got
yes.
Derrick Henry and Ryan Tannehill's just going to have him
Hell
off the
yeah,
ball.
they have
You know what I
enough
mean? It's a
around
different
them.
scenario.
They have
Like,
enough around them.
I
He's
think
just
Trubisky's got to do
not
more.
playing
though.
that good.
I've said Trubisky sucks forever. I've never said he didn't do anything but suck. So to Josh's point, he's
Josh's
just not
point.
sucking enough to lose the game. Like that's all he has to do is not give it away. Like, you know what I mean? Just don't lose the game for us,
But
bro.
let's not forget he's not doing enough to lose the game
Yet.
against the Giants and Lions. Exactly.
bad teams,
so-
bad teams.
But that's
Bad
what I'm saying.
team,
I'm
yeah.
not saying Bears are going to win the championship.
Right.
Being up,
Oh,
Yeah.
of course not.
being 3-0, they're playing against the Falcons. I'm not taking the Falcons. It's more that
Yeah,
than me
that's where I'm at.
taking the Bears.
Yeah.
What's the spread on that?
It's the spread on that game is -3 for the Falcons. It's in Atlanta.
In Atlanta, and who'd you take?
I've got Mitch. Please, I've got the Bears.
Oh Lord!
Now you come on.
That's a good name. That should be his name.
Now that's really good. That's really good.
Mitch Chew?
Who you
The
got?
Mitch
No,
squad.
Mitch, please.
Mitch, please. Mitch Chew. Mitch Chew.
I thought you just stay on there. Go. Who
Bunch
you
of
got?
Mitches on that team.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh no,
Oh, man.
we're playing like some Mitches.
Oh,
It's not good.
It's good to see you again, Steve. It's been a while.
Good to see you too, Jose.
Do you want to borrow a shawl? Keep you warm in the summer.
You guys will be connected forever.
You keep the Vegas sun off your face, maybe. I guess.
Yeah.
Your neck.
Man, the Falcons probably should have a bounce back game, but That offensive line going against the Bears defense, I'm taking the Bears.
Yeah.
All right, everyone on Bears. Next up, we've got the Rams versus the Bills. Rams coming across the country.
I'm kind of pumped about this game, man.
Really?
This is gonna be a good game.
We're gonna see about Josh Allen. Hey.
Bills -2 at home.
-2.
What?
-2 at home. Yeah.
That's the weirdest.
Give me the Bills all day.
Yeah, I got the Bills
This is
in
fool's
this.
gold. Everybody is betting on the Rams.
Yeah.
When it comes to the money that's being bet in the books, majority of the money's on the Rams, and we're only on Thursday. It's not even Saturday yet. But yet everyone's on the Rams because they beat the Eagles, because they're 2-0. I think it's fool's gold.
And they're both 2-0.
I like Buffalo. I like Buffalo, though.
I got Buffalo just because I want the Rams to lose.
Quietly one of the best, if not the best defenses in the league, I think.
I've got the Bills as well. I think Josh Allen has been playing very well. Contrary to anything Dave says or believes.
Nah, Dave knows.
He's
been
legit,
playing
man.
good. He's been playing good.
But he's been playing
It's
well.
been 2 games. We'll see.
Yeah. And this is the first test because you got to deal with Aaron Donald.
Yeah, you got to deal with Aaron Donald, and you got to deal with Jalen Ramsey. That's where the real test is, because I don't know if he knows enough yet
to leave him alone.
Not avoid him. He's going to test him.
Leave him
He's
alone.
going to test him. But
Don't throw it.
and also Jared Goff also looked really good. But we're also talking about just because the weather is September here. We're talking about a California kid went to California college, playing on the California team, playing in Buffalo at 10 a.m.
Yes, 10 a.m. his time.
in almost
Body.
October.
Yeah, his body clock.
So
That's true.
I just don't know if he'll be able to keep it going like he has been. But he has improved, and of course we still think the Rams improved. But hey, somebody's got to win, somebody's lose. I'm taking the Bills and the cover.
All right. And Steve?
La Rams.
Yep.
La Rams.
I already
La
had
Rams.
you down.
Yeah.
All right, the Browns versus nobody.
WFT or WTF, however you feel. We'll see.
Washington, the football?
It doesn't sound any worse.
Makes sense to me.
Doesn't sound any worse.
Ron Burgundy.
What the football?
What the football?
That's what Haskins says when he fumbles. Like, what, the football?
What the football?
I need that.
Over there. It's supposed to be on our side, right? Quan, who do you have in this one?
Oh, man, very ugly
Oh,
game.
it's -7 in Cleveland. Sorry.
I got Cleveland.
So Browns. Wow. All right.
Baker, another big game.
I've got my team personally. I think we'll cover, but I also think the Browns aren't that good. So we'll see. Both teams are 1-1.
You always say that when someone's playing against your team who's really, really not that good.
I know my pick doesn't matter, but I don't have a side in this. I like the total. I
What's
think it's
the
going to be a
total?
high-scoring game, 45.
45. Oh yeah, I would take.
I
that.
can see Washington giving me at least 17. You know what I mean? I can see that for sure. And you're going to get 28 easy, I think, from Cleveland.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, I just haven't seen it yet from Haskins, but the Cleveland I don't.
The only skins left on the team, by the way.
The what?
That was actually really good.
Good.
I'm not mad at
That's
that
good.
one. That's pretty. I was like, oh, I hate
Oh, the blonde over here.
No! If y'all would have seen Jose's face, though,
Jose's in here looking like Demolition Man with that blonde hair.
he doesn't know about the
Jose,
three
you can't catch
shells.
it that late.
Hey, if y'all could
If you
break,
caught it, when you catch something that late, you
Yo.
just got to play it out.
if y'all could break the fourth wall with me and just Jose was like, skin.
The one time we needed
Were you
Jose on
choking?
camera.
It was like
I was choking.
It was like
I
the crowd
Put
noise.
your hands
It was
up.
like the crowd noise in the first quarter of the Raiders game. Touchdown Raiders!
Super delayed.
Oh, no.
Anyway, I'm never betting -7 with the Browns, but I'll take them to win and Washington find a way to cover.
Okay.
Yeah, I got the Browns too.
All right.
All right, we got the Vikings, 0-2 Vikings against the 2-0 Titans coming into Minnesota, which home field doesn't matter at all.
Vikings
right now.
home dogs plus 2.5.
Yikes!
And I will agree. I got the Titans in this. It doesn't matter. You have no home crowd. It doesn't matter at all. You're just playing in a room.
Just playing in a nice
Yeah.
$1 billion dome.
I got the Titans in this. I like them a lot.
I've got the Titans also. I just don't believe in Kirk Cousins. Jose.
What? Kirk Cousins is playing?
Hey, might as well be me, bro.
I like Tennessee. I like Tennessee. I think they go 3-0. I like the way they're playing.
Yeah.
Looking good, man. Tannehill's doing what he's got to do. Nothing too fancy, nothing too crazy. Derrick Henry's still the bow. You know, the
And he still hasn't even gotten going.
Oh, yeah.
He's on my fantasy, so I'm still very.
And to
wants
Juan's
to-
point,
he wants
no,
to-
no fans. So Minnesota means nothing right now.
What we're saying about Kirk Cousins right now is exactly what we were saying about Tannehill 2 years ago. So whether you like him or not, don't change the fact they won 10 games last year. It's not the same team with no Diggs, but I expect to bounce back from him. Even though there's no crowd, they're still back at home. And 2-0, 0-2 is just the adrenaline levels.
Yeah,
I would see them coming out with their and at some point, he's not gonna have all bad games, right? It's right.
You would hope.
You would hope he could have one good game out of 3.
You're getting $30 million a year.
I
hope,
feel
I hope
like
you're at least halfway
he
decent.
personally has great games, like in spots.
Just not
you know
this
what I mean?
year.
Because he gets numbers.
Yeah.
But even those great games don't always turn into wins.
It's not on TV,
you know?
right? It's not a TV game.
And a lot of those great
I mean, it
games,
will be for
too.
me.
it's on Red Zone.
Okay, good. Then he's gonna go up.
Oh,
He's gonna go up.
Fair
It's on-
enough.
I don't think it's on
If
fantasy.
this was the 125 CBS game, Kirk Cousins 10 for 27, and somehow 250 yards because it's all while they're down 3 touchdowns.
Oh my god.
All right,
Wait.
Steve, who you got?
Titans.
All right.
Oh my god.
Next game, the Patriots are hosting
What?
the Las Vegas
Let's go!
Raiders.
2-0.
2-0 Raiders. I felt like this team has been underrated all offseason. People weren't respecting them, and I think the Raiders have a really good team. And they don't remind me as much as the 49ers last year, but I think this is a surprise team that people didn't expect to be good.
Yeah.
And I think they will be good, especially if Carr could handle his own back there. He has weapons. He has a lot of good players. The defense is good. I got the Raiders in this game against the Patriots. I still think Cam goes off, though.
For me, listen, this one's tough because I think you guys all picked the Raiders for last week, and I knew that game was going to at least be close. I didn't think that they would get blown out because that was what the book was saying. I think the Patriots, they're 1-1, but we've seen enough from Cam in this situation where we know that he can operate Josh McDaniels' offense. And for that reason, I'm going with the Patriots. Minus 5.5.
All right. Jose.
I like the Raiders. I really do. I think they got to step it up a little bit more defensively, obviously, because if not, Cam will run all over you. He has proven that in these first 2 games.
Yeah.
I don't know if they win this game though. I take the 5.5 though.
I love the chess match. I don't know why I'd be surprised when the Raiders are good. I mean, they beat the Saints. Yeah, that was a good team.
That's
but
good.
we don't know. I think the first game was the Panthers, but they did win 7 last year. I'm trying to tell y'all for 3 years, this man John Gruden can coach now.
Yeah.
He's just a terrible GM. And and he's played against Bill Belichick before. He knows Belichick's probably going to throw everybody at Waller. So now it's going to be on Derek Carr. If he's going to stay all short passes all game, it's never going to work against Belichick. He's going to have to unleash Ruggs. But I don't think the defense is going to have to stop what Cam is going to bring. The force that Cam's playing with right now is going to bludgeon them, I think. And I think they're good enough to keep it close. So the coach is good enough, but I like the Panthers. And it's 5.5. I'll take
Patriots.
The Panthers.
The Panthers.
I mean the Patriots.
Hey, he was with
Cam,
the Panthers a long
like,
time.
it's-
Man.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
hard
not
to see
mad
Cam
at you.
someplace
2
else.
P's. I let it
I
ride.
don't. Oh man, 5.5's a lot.
In a pod.
I take the Raiders to cover.
I was going to
5.5's
say
a lot.
OPP, but we'll move on.
You don't know.
Well, you said it.
I've been going back and forth on this one. Who did I pick earlier? Because I can't even remember.
You said you told me the Patriots. You had the Patriots.
I'm gonna stick with that. Yeah,
Okay.
I just think Cam is
Earlier.
Yeah, but before the show, I
Before
gave him
the
my
show.
picks because I didn't want to.
Oh, y'all was
'Cause,
prepping.
yeah.
Okay.
We was in here,
Show prep.
pre-gaming.
Well,
Oh,
we're
you,
trying,
got-
we're
wait,
trying
you
to
actually
quit.
got here on time
Who, me?
or early?
I'm
man.
always
Sometimes black people show up on time, like
Look, I'm either right on time or 2 hours before and have to tell Quan to open the door.
With a slice of
There's
pizza
no
in
in
your
between with me. Next,
All right, the next game, the future Super Bowl champions versus the Giants, 0-2 Giants. Niners are playing on a field they don't want to play on, with a lot of players that won't be playing.
Mullins.
I don't think Jimmy G will be back, which is fine with me because I don't want him playing on this turf anymore ever again. I got the 49ers in this game still. I think that's how bad the Giants are. Niners can play with half a team and still beat them. And I think they'll beat them handily.
Yeah, so it's +4. The Giants are home dogs, and before the show, I didn't realize that Jimmy G wasn't playing because I know that all during the week we were saying that he was going to play, and that was what they were saying. But now that you're saying the backups coming in, he's a little bit tougher. I'm still going to take the Niners, but it's definitely with a little bit more hesitation. Jose.
I like the Niners. I do too. I think the Giants are a complete dumpster fire. Daniel Jones is not who they thought he was going to be when they drafted him, in my opinion.
No, he is who we thought he was.
Trash. But Saquon's out too now. I mean, your best player is gone. You know what I mean?
Crap.
Your season relied on him, or any type of hopes relied on him. So, yeah, even though the Niners got their backups, I still think they're a way better coach team. So I think that Shanahan will figure it out, and they'll get the W and cover that.
And Daniel Jones is only his second year. I don't think he's horrible. I think he's a decent player.
Y'all sure is calling Haskins trash, and then everybody else get.
But he's Blake Bortles being signed before Kaepernick.
But Daniel Jones is playing better than Haskins, so that's the reason why we're calling one worse than the other. I just the Giants' offensive line was what would scare me because they're not good at all. So when you're going against a team that's supposed to be good, But I mean, I'm gonna take the Niners to win. But with all those injuries, I would throw a ticket on the money line for the Giants.
It's gonna be interesting.
That makes sense.
Just in case they just can't.
And just because they're at home. Just because they're at home.
Yeah.
If this was in San Francisco, no way you put a money line on the Giants.
No, not a chance.
And Steve, you sticking with your pick?
No, I'm not.
The first flip-flop.
Yeah, I'm going back to the 49ers. Okay. I forgot the Giants don't even have a running back. I totally forgot that.
No.
They signed Devontae Freeman.
They just signed Devontae Freeman.
No, they don't have the other running back.
But he'll probably be good for about 10 snaps, maybe.
Yeah, so I'm going back. Because my whole reason for picking them was half of the 49ers are out. Yeah. You know what I mean? They're and key players. You know what I mean? So
I don't like him going back on his pick when he heard our analysis.
It ain't the only part of that analysis that matter.
That's what
was
happens
when Jose reminded me that Saquon is out. That was really the only.
When you're the closer, you get to waffle. You get to waffle when you're in the closer.
I think it's probably because we all thought nobody had to be reminded that one of the best players in football was out.
I totally forgot that he was out. Yeah. That changed everything. That's literally the only reason I flip-flop. If he was still in, I'd still go with the Giants at home.
But, and again, Shanahan is, I think, a superior coach, and Judge Joe Brown.
Judge Joe
Brown. He shows a lot of clown vibes to me. One of those dudes who's just like,
oh my God,
rah rah, sis boom bah. Come on, guys, one for the giver, and everyone's like, why are you talking?
What?
Why would we listen to you?
Russ Westbrook. Bengals, Eagles at home -5. Quan, who you got?
Man, this is actually a tougher one than it should be, but I will actually go. I'm going with the Eagles.
Yep, I knew you were. I already wrote it down. I was like, once you hesitated, I'm going with the Bengals.
I like Burrows a lot.
The Bengals have shown a lot in their 0-2, and I think they've been in and up for every game. Even though this is on the road, the Eagles haven't looked good in any of their games. So I'm going with the Bengals. Jose.
I'm with you. I like the Bengals. I don't think they cover. I think they win the game outright.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow has shown me enough. Obviously, he's still a rookie. He still has to get everything acclimated there. Only thing, remember, too, though, A.J. Green is out. I don't know if you guys know that. A.J. Green is out.
When that happened?
So keep that in mind.
Dang it.
I do fantasy, too, so that's where I get all my
me
injury.
too. He's on one of my teams. I know.
So,
that's all right.
A.J. Green is out, so keep that in mind.
I teased it. I went +6.
I'm with you, though. I like Cincinnati. I think Cincinnati gets their win. Philly just can't figure it out, man. Philly looks lost.
Yeah. A.J. Green's out, but that man threw the ball like 62 times last week. A.J. had like 2 catches. So I think he's figured out all the other receivers. You know what I'm saying? So
he knows their names.
Yeah, exactly. So
you go that way.
I really want the Eagles to win selfishly because I don't want them coming into Frisco 0-3.
Yes.
But I just see Joe Burrow coming up with a coming out party where he closed it at the end of the game. It's going to be tight at the end, and he wins it at the end. I could just envision it. That kid, man, he's good, man.
Yeah, Joe Burrow looks like he's been here before.
Oh, you're right.
I mean, he just looks. He does. So I'm taking Cincinnati.
It's Thursday, so
yeah, whatever. I mean,
so you mean like a week ago?
7 days ago.
The Eagles look like they mad at their quarterback about something he said in the locker room. I don't know. The Eagles don't look right.
They're still mad their quarterback's in Chicago.
Yeah,
it's like, bro, that's 2 teams ago.
You got a Super Bowl MVP on that damn team, right? Isn't Nick Foles with the Bears?
Yeah.
I don't know. Something's wrong with the Eagles.
They paid $20 million for him so they could start him. Oh, they didn't.
All right, next game we got Texans going into Pittsburgh to play the Steelers 0-2. Texans, the 2-0 Steelers.
Who you have?
I hate this game.
I agree.
It's a tough one.
I got to take the Steelers at home, though.
Okay.
Man, why'd they trade your boy?
Who? The Steelers?
No,
No,
the
you're talking
Texans.
about the Texans with Hopkins. Yeah. Look,
Bill O'Brien.
that's exactly
Billy
why.
Bob Bryan.
The Texans are still a good team. For me, I think the
Based
Steelers.
on what? not what's on the
A
field.
quarterback.
They're still. Okay. I'll put it to you this way. I don't think the Steelers are as good as their record right now. They're 2-0, but
two?
they don't. No, but they haven't. I don't know. Just my analysis. I feel like the Texans are gonna win.
All right. You might be right.
Yeah.
It's 50-50.
What do I know? Yeah, what do I know? I mean, if I knew all these, I'd be betting all of them.
Jesus.
I need to go get a
The,
sports
the,
almanac.
the problem is I do bet all of them. I just don't win them all.
Just keep hedging your bet, Kareem. Keep hedging. Like, I'm going to win something.
Something got to come through.
The problem with this game is that you got a Houston team that wants to get that W.
Yeah.
You know Deshaun Watson doesn't want to go 0-3. After signing that contract, having that press
He
conference,
didn't want to go 0-2.
I get that, but
0-1.
I'm with you as well. I don't think that you've seen a Pittsburgh team that has convinced you enough with the 2-0 record.
Yeah.
And then you got Roethlisberger throwing the ball 41 times in the last game. He's just coming back from being out a whole year. I understand he's going to throw the ball a lot, but
Protect him.
How many times is he going to be able to throw the ball that many times in the game?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on a limb here. I take Houston. I think they're gonna win. I think they cover outright.
Hey,
doesn't mean anything.
I
Josh.
just need more people to have my back. I just keep being I'm over here on my own hill constantly. Kareem, who do you have?
Well, whilst we are saying that while
I hate that word.
so
I
great.
like it. It's
Oh,
good
that's so
because you
good.
can't use it all
And
the
it's
time.
so annoying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
You immediately
I'd
put
being
someone
a
on their
jerk.
back.
Yeah,
Like you're always like,
whilst you're like,
whoa,
immediately what?
that
Anyway,
guy.
immediately put somebody where? As much as we are saying that the Texans don't want to go 0-3, Steelers also know they have to keep up with Baltimore.
Yes,
Which is that's got to be in the back of their minds.
that's true.
And there's a trend that's pretty simple to follow. Two teams had number one receivers and traded them away, and the teams that got those receivers look great. The teams that got rid of those receivers look terrible. Minnesota and Houston.
Yeah.
And until they can figure that out, I'm taking Pittsburgh. What's spread?
-4 for Pittsburgh.
4?
Yeah.
I'll take Pittsburgh minus Deshaun
Yeah,
Watson. Deshaun Watson.
I teased it, so
He
I'm
makes
at
magic happen.
+10.
I will take I'll take the +4 with Houston, but
Okay.
Pittsburgh.
All right, Steve, who you got?
Houston. Black quarterbacks matter. Next team.
Steve, I love you, Steve.
Next question.
Next
Fool.
question.
Oh my
All
goodness.
right, we got the Colts versus the Jets in Indy.
Colts. Next question.
I got the Colts.
We all got the Colts.
Yeah, you want to wrap this one up?
fan. That's
Yeah,
what
we
Colts
all
next
got the
question.
Colts.
Colts, there
that,
we go.
that one's easier. That one's
What's
easier.
the spread in that game?
-12.
Oh, it's
Well, I
12
had
now?
it 12.
Okay, it's
Yeah.
12 now.
Who?
Yeah. Now I don't think that the Colts aren't going to cover 12.
Hell
The
no.
It's
Colts aren't
11, it's
covering
11.5 over here, but
The
yeah.
Colts,
that's-
the
all
Colts
right.
shouldn't be 12-point favorite over their practice team. It should be like, get the field goal kickers ready.
I'm not gonna lie,
sure.
I'm gonna sprinkle something on the money line just because I'm a Jets
You
fan.
got to, right,
You know
right.
what I mean? And that's a huge money line.
Yes.
Why not? But
Heck yeah.
they're gonna get murdered.
Here's $5 and I
take
get
it.
75. I happily put this 5 down.
Good game last week, by the way, Jose. All right, next game we have the Chargers, punctured lungs and all, versus the Panthers. 0-2 Panthers.
Oh man.
Your boy's out.
Oh yeah,
Cream. Your
My
fantasy
boy?
boy is
Cr-
out.
yeah,
I mean,
McCaffrey.
he was the
McCaffrey.
first pick in our fantasy draft.
He was the first
You
pick
heard
in
him
my.
again,
I was
you
the
heard
first. He was my first pick in my draft.
Do I get Aaron Jones or not? Like that just never even
Yes, of course. There's nobody that has him. You know Todd just does it. You're fine.
right. But Todd was like, Frank gets Aaron Jones, and I was like, why? He didn't say anything.
Oh yeah, we'll have to talk
So-
about.
but then he never even.
We'll figure it out.
Right.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
Quan,
I
who's
got
your
the
pick?
Chargers.
Who's your pick? I have the Chargers, and I know Steve is gonna give some information on that. But yeah, I've got the Chargers. I think that that they're still better.
Inside info.
Yeah, they're still a better team.
All right. Well, I met a cousin this weekend, and he happens to be Herbert.
No,
I gotta charge my phone.
His
so
name happened to be Herbert.
And he had a punctured lung too.
By the same doctor.
It was actually the doctor's wife. It was the nurse.
Oh my god.
That Medicaid ain't what it used to be.
Oh my god, that's great. That's really
Wow.
What's the spread in this game?
6.5.
6.5.
I like Carolina in this game.
Okay.
To
To win?
To win outright?
Even though McCaffrey's out, there's no way the Chargers should be favored by 6.5 against anybody this early in the season.
No, they shouldn't.
Especially with a rookie quarterback now.
Exactly.
But
I
we're just
understand
picking
Herbert.
winners.
I understand Herbert looked good against KC. Though I'm not gonna take that away from
That's
him.
a big deal.
But I like Carolina in this game. I do.
This is Herbert with a week to know that he's the starting quarterback too.
This is
So
in LA?
Yeah.
in LA.
Yeah.
Still 6.5. The Chargers should not be favored by
Not
6.5.
not in
I
your,
don't care
not in
about
your
that.
first
I'm just picking winners.
Yeah. Well,
This is a straight bet sport.
This is a straight.
Tune in Wednesdays if you.
He's talking
invited-
about point spreads. That's why.
Because I be trying to give them
Listen,
the spreads, man.
when
We
you-
live in Vegas.
when you invite the straight bet sports host on the show, you got to expect some point spreads. Now, come on
He
now.
didn't invite me. I just showed
Cream,
up.
who do you?
I didn't need no one inviting him.
Nah, somebody asked him to grab the
I
mic.
said something about UFC and he just showed up. I'm like, it's not Saturday yet, Jose. He thought the fight was tonight. I'm like, Abu Dhabi's not that far.
He was like,
ahead.
you got that Mountain Dew? Who got that Mountain Dew?
3 days ahead.
Abu Dhabi's 3 days and 10 hours ahead.
3 days and some change. Fights are starting
I also
now.
like Carolina to cover, but I like how Herbert looks. I'll take Chargers to win.
All right.
Hi, Desiree. We picked against your Eagles today.
It's also a close game with the Chargers, so we'll see if he's really the quarterback.
Yeah.
Because if it's a close game with the Chargers, you know they're gonna lose.
That's another good total, by the way.
Well, Steve, why?
Oh yeah, your insight.
What are they saying about the new boy Herbert?
All right, so first I got the Chargers. I think they'll win because new kid looks good. He was told 3 minutes before the game started he was going to start, and he put up a good game, a good fight. With a week's notice, of course, he'll be great. Anyway, Anthony Lynn elaborating on why Tyrod Taylor is still his starter. So the coach of the Chargers,
With a punctured lung, mind you.
right, is saying, quote, "There's a lot we didn't get done with Justin on the field yesterday. He's a backup for a reason," end quote. I think that's shady as hell. Like, to come out publicly and be like, he's a backup for a reason when he just played with everybody who watched that game said that guy played good, right?
Overtime
He played
game.
a great game. Of course, yeah, they didn't win, but with 3 minutes notice, he played a great game. To come out, to me, he kind of slighted him.
It was
He kind of put a
Bush.
little
It
shade
was
out
Bush.
there,
Yeah, it was.
saying like that's just, maybe that's true. Of course, as a coach, man to man, maybe you say that to his face, but publicly, I think that's kind of shady to say something like that.
And, I think,
you know.
and he's a black coach, right? So
Yeah, Anthony Lynn.
black people just need to start treating white people better.
I didn't know where you were going to go with that.
I'm sick
I
of
was
it.
like, don't get us fired, Quan.
But think about this too, though. I don't know if you know, but I was reading an article yesterday. What they're saying with Tyrod, not only could this be season-ending, it could possibly be career-ending.
Yeah,
So think
yeah,
about it.
right.
What Anthony Lynn is possibly saying there is, "Hey Tyrod, I still got your back, so hopefully you don't come after us for what just happened."
Yeah.
You also got to back
Oh,
yourself
that's
up.
quiet.
True.
That's
Yeah.
quiet.
Yeah.
That's
You see what I'm
quiet.
saying? Because
Yeah.
what if this does end his career?
Yeah.
He can go after the
Heck
Chargers. He can go
yeah.
after the
Hey,
NFL.
I'm going to go after him either way.
But
Hey,
guess,
real
but
quick,
that's what I'm saying.
real quick, we do have a phone call. Caller, what's your name? Where are you calling from? How you doing?
This is Desiree from Philly.
What's
Yeah.
up, Desiree from Vegas?
I'm not from Vegas.
Well, you live here.
So you're calling.
How are you? It's been a while. We haven't talked to you in a while. How you feeling?
It has. I've been working like a part-time slave, but now I'm doing good.
Oh, well, it could be worse. It could be full time.
It could be a full-time slave. Part-time, at least you get to go home on the weekends.
That's a nice lunch break you got there, Desiree. Anyway,
I'll see you in a few hours.
Oh my God.
Nothing, man. I have no qualm, nothing to say at all about my Eagles right now. In mourning disappointment.
You're
This is
just calling to get moral support that you're not going to get.
We need to put together a compilation of all her Eagles phone calls and just see how like it went way up and then way too far up,
and then
now it's just like
continued descent into darkness.
Well, you can't. It wasn't way up because we won the Super Bowl, so I was up. I was there. We were there. That's where I'm supposed to be. And then after that, it's just been.
Desiree, you will
Then
not
you can
pull
do
me
the
into the
big
pit with you.
You will not.
That will not be pulled into the abyss.
You just never thought that high was gonna come
with me,
down, did you?
Josh.
I'm good, Desiree. How are you?
It was Ask Josh. Every time I answered my phone, it was like, thanks for calling Championship Eagles. How can I help? Like it was that way for a while.
So what do you say now?
Help myself.
Land,
Thank you for calling
Eagles, land.
We haven't won a game. This is Desiree.
Thanks for calling. This is Desiree. How can I help?
Hey, the 2000 what was it 2018? It's still 2018 champions. I'm like that
Still
with the
holding on
Caps.
to the past. How can I help you today?
Hey, listen, the past feels great. Desiree,
how can I help you
Desiree,
to
you
let
ask,
go?
Hey, Desiree, you ask him how he feels about
Hey,
Joe
hey,
Willie Namath.
Hey,
You walk away.
hey.
Drops mic.
Ouch.
Hey.
Yeah.
He don't care if his team is struggling.
He still wears his Altoon jersey.
Ask him how Gastineau's feeling, and then
God.
you just walk away.
Oh, man.
Wow.
All right, what else is on your mind, Des?
No, I don't know. Nothing. I've been contemplating about my Eagles, our blog. We've been all kind of just going back and forth with this information. I'm at a loss. I don't even know what to say. I'm at this point. Just put in Hurts. Put in Hurts and let him. just
already
Wow.
Eagles fans
Pulling the hook on the wins,
Wow.
man.
Wow.
It's not
Okay.
necessarily all wins, but
Okay.
I think maybe the fresh pair of legs and eyes maybe will come in and do something a little bit different.
Wow.
I'm not giving up on him. I'm
Wow.
just saying we need something just to kind of stir the pot.
Now, do you
Maybe that's
miss
what it
Nick
is.
Foles?
I was
But
about to ask the same thing.
Do you miss Nick Foles?
I do. If
Christ.
you pull back your tape, I said we should never got rid of him. I know he deserves to go somewhere, but I was going to be selfish, like I said before, and keep him and just find a way to keep him. With some
And just
money or
have a
something. I don't
horrible
know,
cap.
but-
Hey.
We got 90 billion in one position.
And the backup makes
I
more than the starter.
mean,
He does in Chicago.
Just like in Indy.
The good news is ever since then he's
All
won the
right.
QB competition against Minshew and Trubisky. Oh wait, no, he hasn't.
Bro, you can make me the highest paid backup
Oh, yeah.
on your team all day.
Oh my God.
I'll hold the clipboard anytime.
All right.
No one,
All right,
some
Des.
Gatorade?
We just need some. We need some
Alex Smith,
changes.
I'm right
We
here.
just need
Well,
some
listen,
changes.
I picked your Eagles this week, so good luck to them this week. Because I don't like seeing them being that bad, but
Okay.
Quan was
So
the
that
only
means they're
No.
gonna lose.
Quan was
So
the
my
only one.
fantasy has. I have.
2018.
What? Oh my
this
gosh,
is
I
the
have
wrong
Wentz, I got
show for
Cox,
fantasy.
I
This
got-
is exactly what I was doing too. I was
No,
like,
I'm
we
just-
don't.
Oh,
my
you talking about
point-
fantasy
my
football?
point-
Fantasy football. Okay, my bad.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought you were calling
Like-
Dr. Ruth.
Like,
Yo,
Desiree, Brian
That
Dawkins
name.
isn't coming back.
Now walking through that locker room door.
I went to church the other day. I was talking to him. I was wondering if he would come back. I'm just kidding.
Oh my God.
Who, Jesus?
No.
He'll be back one day.
He'll be back next week, right?
Oh.
Jimmy G.
Man, the way things are looking, that's a whole nother topic. I better get ready.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Wow.
bye guys. I wanted to say hello.
Speak Life
and I
Radio
miss you
on
guys.
Friday.
And
All right, we miss you, Des. You need to come in the studio and actually just get on the show with us one of these days.
I do.
Hey,
Obviously, aren't doing anything.
Just don't come in and say I have nothing to talk about like you just did. Anyway,
We appreciate you, Des.
All right, Desiree.
No problem. Thanks, guys.
All right.
care.
Bye.
All right, next up we've got the Bucks Broncos. Broncos are 6-point dogs at home.
No quarterback.
Yeah.
I got
Drew Lock
I
is
got
out.
Tampa Bay, man.
All right, Quan's got the Bucks. I've got the Bucks as well. Tom Brady continues to still look like Tom Brady, and he's starting to figure out Mike Evans a little bit. Was hitting. They hit on some bigger plays last week. I think that team is going to come along. The slot, I can't remember the
Scotty
slot.
Miller.
That's his name.
Watch out for Scotty Miller.
what a regular name.
Wes Welker.
Scotty Miller.
He always
no name Welker.
No, I'm just saying who he. Fair.
Mike Welker.
Hey, fair.
That dude.
He sounded so confused. That dude.
I really started thinking. I was like,
Do we know a Mike
did we
Welker?
see him at lunch? Like,
We know a Mike Welker.
our service name.
But no, the slot guy, he's looking very Edelman-ish.
That's what Brady looks for. So.
And that's what Brady always needs. So if he has that guy to go with a big play potential guy as well as having a tight end, yeah, they're gonna be all right. So Bucks for me. Jose.
I like Tampa, but what Jeff Driscoll did to that Pittsburgh defense the other day is kind of interesting. You know what I mean?
with you a little bit.
Like it makes you wonder, but no, I don't think Denver will do anything. Drew Lock's not there. Him and Jared Judy had a little connection, but that's not gonna happen. He's out, I think, 3 to 5 weeks or something like that.
Yeah, he's out for a minute.
So yeah, I like Tampa. Same with you. I think him and Scotty Miller are gonna have even more of a connection. I know Chris Godwin is out with the whole concussion protocol stuff, but like you said, him and Mike Evans are also connecting now. Yeah. Mike Evans looked like he was hurt when the season started. He's looking good now, so I like Tampa. I think Brady will be all right.
Yeah. Jeff Driscoll can't throw.
He did against Pittsburgh.
What was you like, 16 for 30? That man can't throw. Listen, you're supposed to be able to throw as a quarterback. So
that's your job.
Yeah. So I don't want to. Oh, well, he had a completion that one time. Well, I would hope so.
Oh my God.
But historically, this is a place where Brady has had problems at Denver.
No fans.
No fans, but he's still 700 years
That's
old.
true.
And
He's
700 years old, and they're breaking him out of his cryogenic chamber.
Crayola?
Crayola
chamber.
Crayola
cryo on the rocks. Break him out of that chamber just so he can go in that altitude. But
Dwayne Johnson
he should have enough to win, and I think that defense will take a little bit of advantage. Driscoll, because again, he can't throw.
All right, so Bucks, and then Steve, are you waffling on your pick again, or are you?
He looks like it.
You stick
Did you have
to
Denver? Did you have
It
Denver?
looks like an ego over there.
Because
You're waffling.
I keep
Let go of
finding
your
out
thoughts.
that more people are injured than I thought.
That's why. He's like, damn, Jose, you keep reminding me.
I'm picking based on these players. Like,
Do you watch the highlights after week 2?
Right.
I mean, I know half the league is out.
You
but
didn't
still,
know
like,
Drew
I just
Lock
didn't
was
think there
hurt.
was.
You
You
didn't
I
know
read
didn't.
the messages
So-
in our own group chats.
Did you watch
Well,
the
there's more than
sports?
100
Did
of
you
them.
watch the sports show you were on Monday when we talked about the injuries?
I was here. Yeah.
NFL game recap.
I don't remember
Facebook.
much, man. I'm getting old. Whatever.
Hold
All right.
on.
Steve, Bucks or Broncos?
Last flop, Bucks.
All right, you didn't switch.
Wait. He had picked the Broncos originally.
He had pitched he picked the
Because I
Broncos
didn't.
before.
If I got the injury report, bro.
Breaking
You
news.
forgot
He's
about-
injury
he's
report.
allowed.
You forgot about the starting quarterback?
He's allowed
Hey, he just
to.
got a text from Adam Schefter. He
Yeah,
confirmed.
Yeah. Adam just texted me, so
Oh, he's Adam now.
Would you rather he be Mr. Schefter?
Hey, Shefty just hit me up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
Got
god.
that ding ding on my phone. Know
Oh
what I
my
mean?
goodness. Next up, we got the Lions Cardinals. Cardinals going for 3-0, 5.5 favorites at home. Quan, who do you have?
I got the Lions.
Oh, you've lost your mind. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I got the Lions.
Got the Lions. I'm going to go with conventional wisdom and go with the Cardinals.
Okay. We'll talk about this on Monday.
Fair enough.
conventional wisdom.
I like the Cardinals, and one thing that I realized about Kyler Murray, I said it the other night, he reminds me of a
Midget?
Barry Sanders version of a quarterback. And what I mean by that is the way he runs. If you see the way he moves his shoulders, the way he jukes and gets around people because he's so small, he's
He
scary,
gets to certain
man.
spots where it's like,
Yes.
how do you get to that much space?
How did you
Like,
even maneuver
someone
through there?
get his little behind, please.
Well, and he can throw the ball.
That's because he always looks like he's sliding. He reminds
He's only a few inches from the ground.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he reminds me of a Make-A-Wish kid, but
And then it went left. Who do you have?
Wow.
Take the
get
Cardinals.
Matt Patricia up out of here. Get him out the paint.
Take his pencil out of his ear
Cardinals.
first.
But the man has a pencil with a laminated. Come on, man.
You can't
He's
write with
fake.
that.
He's fake. Get him out of here.
Oh my
Cardinals.
gosh. All right, Steve.
Hold on. Before Steve answers his, Desiree says, Steve Huff Jr., I need your beard back. Okay, bye.
Oh no. Dang.
Yo, why y'all doing my man like this today?
Hey
I know
Desiree,
first
he's
Brian
a
told you
kept
you're
man,
not
bro.
big enough, and now
Brian
she's
came for
talking
you,
about
not
your
Desiree.
beard.
Hey,
Clearly, I'm nobody to anybody.
you're nobody unless somebody kills you.
Oh.
You're nobody unless somebody kills you, Steve.
Oh,
It's all
okay.
right.
Okay.
I'll try my best not to die, man.
You know what you need?
Okay.
You need a hero, Steve.
I'm glad I turned it on during the breakdown.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hollywood Eeyore over here. Jeez.
Wow.
Nobody likes me.
Wade in the water.
What am I gonna do?
I
man?
said wade.
All right, who you picking?
What team?
We'll give him the Cardinals.
I picked the Cardinals.
He picked the Cardinals.
I'll never pick Detroit
Oh
for
my
anything
God.
except I won't
Nothing.
say that on the air. Yeah, I won't pick Detroit for anything.
Next up, Cowboys Seahawks in Seattle. Seahawks are 4.5 favorites.
12th man.
Who do you have with the 12th man, Quan?
I got the Cowboys. I hate saying it. I hate both these teams. Never mind. I won't say that. But yeah, Cowboys. I'm going to go with the early season MVP favorite.
No, we're not doing that. We are not doing that. Absolutely.
Russell
This is how it
Wilson.
starts.
Russell Wilson.
Want me to
again.
mute his mic again?
I would love for it.
I only did that just for you, Green.
Week
Jose,
2, we're
who do you-
talking
who do you
about
got?
MVPs.
I like the Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Even
Seahawks
though I said I had the Cowboys going to the Super Bowl, I like the Seahawks in this game.
Oh, how do you feel about the Cowboys going to the Super Bowl?
It's still early.
Good answer.
Remember the division that they're in.
Are they getting tickets or what?
So,
Everyone gets tickets.
So it's too early to confirm Super Bowl, but it's not too early for MVP. This is going to make me want to shoot myself directly in the
Green,
neck.
who do you have?
I'll take the Cowboys to cover. They played probably the perfect style to stay close to them, and then Russ wins it at the end, and everybody says it's unanimous. Russ is MVP. You guys, let's just vote now at the end of week 3 because that's what y'all do every year.
Steve, who do you have for
Seahawks.
That's right.
Sticking with the squad.
You stuck with that.
Stick with what?
Mhm.
Good job.
Don't call him that.
Well,
what?
there's my squad for this pick.
For
All right,
the pick,
all right,
not
you
in
better
life.
qualify that joint.
Oh my God. Next up, we got the Packers and the Saints. The Saints looking for a bounce back win back at home. They are -3 favorites, so it's a pick 'em.
And I think they bounce back. I think they win this game at home. 2 good quarterbacks, but hey, does Breeze look slow?
Yes.
Is he looking older right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it's just one game.
Yeah,
I think they're making.
He
too
didn't
much
look good
of
the
it.
first game.
He didn't look bad. I think for me, my only question is, with Michael Thomas going down, that does give them some problems. But I still think that the Saints are a better overall team than the Packers, so I'm taking the Saints.
Michael Thomas covers up a lot of what the new
Sins,
the new Drew Brees is,
Yeah.
and he can be covered, and he just throw it there. He makes the catch. Aaron Rodgers is on a mission, and they're gonna go in there. They're gonna beat them guys. I'm taking the Packers.
All right.
Looking for
Jose,
a big
since
win.
we skipped you.
I like the
I already said the Saints.
I haven't, but I like the Saints. I trust the Saints defense more than I do Green Bay's. Green Bay's gives up way too much points. So one of those sneak attacks with Drew Brees down the end, final drive type of thing, you never know. I like the Saints.
Also, that's the Sunday night game too, so that's gonna be
nice.
prime time.
That'll be
That's gonna
It should be a really good game. Right? I think I picked the Saints in that one.
Steve, you did pick the Saints.
Yeah.
Yes.
You
I'm
want to
stick with
change
it.
your
Nope.
mind after you hear everyone's analysis?
You forgot about Michael Thomas going down? You did forget about Michael Thomas.
And then
I think I feel like the Saints could play with third string when they at home. They just have an
Ooh.
advantage. Like it's something about the Saints
No
playing
crowd.
in New Orleans that does it. I mean, I don't think they're that good. Obviously,
They
but
got
still,
beignets,
like,
but they don't got fans right
I also
now.
forgot
they did really good at home in the playoffs.
I don't know.
Oh, they did really good at home against the Niners last year.
Yeah, but
I forgot one thing. I don't think Devontae Adams is going to play.
Yes,
Ooh.
yes, I did see that. So both teams are down their best
Number one guy, yeah.
best option. So
yeah, they still got Drew Brees though.
And the other guys for Green Bay dropping way too many balls.
Not last week. They scored 40-something somehow because Devontae was hurt in the second quarter. They scored all that points somehow.
All right, next one.
And Aaron
Last
Jones.
game we got Steve's Super Bowl pick. The Chiefs and Ravens. He
Best
said this
game
should
of
be
the
the
week.
Super Bowl.
This is gonna be
It
the best
should
game
be.
of the week.
This. If divisions didn't matter,
Well, they do.
what other two teams would you want to see play in the Super
agree.
Bowl?
No,
Like,
that's
that's what
49ers
I was
and
saying.
Chiefs.
Like, right.
Literally our teams that we like right now.
No, I do not want to see the Jets in the Super Bowl.
Why?
why? If they made
Because
it,
they are a complete trash,
Bro,
garbage team.
and
I don't wanna
that's
see them in the Super Bowl.
exactly why you would
Hold on,
lose it.
but there's a
Like,
difference.
this
You
ain't
didn't
supposed to
ask
happen.
me, do you want to see the Jets win and make it to the Super Bowl? All you said is, do you want to see the Jets in the Super Bowl?
Win.
I'm sure they wouldn't let them get in the Super Bowl with 2 wins.
I hope they never play
Hey,
again.
college football
Hope
said
they
they're
both
throwing out
lose.
eligibility out of the window this year, so anybody's eligible.
Records
so,
mean nothing.
Exactly. You never know.
How much money? How much money can your team raise?
Exactly. What kind of ratings can you give me today?
Well, I hope they never play again. 'Cause hope
Chiefs
both lose
versus
before they
the
play each other.
Ravens in Baltimore.
3.5.
Monday Night Football. 3.5. 54.5 over under.
Ooh,
That's a big total.
that's a big total.
Oh, okay.
Reminds me of the Rams-Chiefs game from
Yeah,
was it
thank you. I was
last
gonna
year.
say- I was going to say, anyone of y'all going to take a chance on the under?
No.
I'll wait.
No.
No.
This is going to be a great game. I don't want to pick it, but I will.
Wilson?
I'm going with the Chiefs in this game, though.
Going with the Chiefs. I concur. I'm going with the Chiefs as well. It's tough. It's tough because this is the game we all wanted to see last year going into the Super Bowl.
Nope.
Well, I don't know why you wouldn't want to see it. They have nothing to do with your team. They're on the other side.
So neither one of those teams have anything to do with my team. Please think about that for a second. Who did my team play in the Super Bowl? So how's
The
that nothing?
Chiefs.
All right then. So I wanted them both out. Both of them. I wanted the easiest possible game.
You know what? I like it.
I don't care about y'all. I don't care about y'all entertainment. I don't. I
that's
want
me
the
too.
ring.
He's the guy that wants to see the Jets in the Super Bowl.
Well, see,
Yes.
yes. Versus my
I will
team.
take a rematch.
Yes.
I'll take a rematch.
Yes. I'm the same way. I'm not that guy that wants to see the best game.
Yeah, people are like, oh, but at least it was a fun game.
No.
For whom? I've lost 12 years of my life watching this just to lose. Nah, bro. I don't want this. I don't need this.
Give me the blowout. Yeah, I'm going with the Chiefs. Jose, who do you have?
I like the Ravens.
That's not a bad pick. Kareem?
In Baltimore, yeah.
It's in Baltimore, yeah.
I gotta take the Ravens, I guess. I don't know about that 3.5 though. I'll take the Chiefs to cover.
I'll put it to you this way: if Herbert did what he did against Kansas City, then you better believe I'm taking Baltimore.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's true too.
So
That's
yeah,
true
but
too.
also Mahomes has done what he's done against Baltimore. So
Yeah.
Hey, also no Earl Thomas. So that's something else.
But ever since they got Marcus Peters,
he's been pretty good.
They've committed. He's been amazing with them.
He has looked really good.
They
with
have
them.
forced more turnovers than they've given up touchdowns.
Hey.
Since they got Marcus Peters.
Quan, you had the Chiefs, right?
Yep.
Okay, just making sure. And Steve.
Flip-flop.
Nope. Sticking with the Ravens.
The chicken.
The blackest quarterback matters.
Yeah.
Wow. You're not even going with your same skin tone. That's how racist you are.
That's great. I was like,
He is the blackest quarterback, though. He really is, though.
So black that they were worried
blackest
that
of all quarterbacks.
They had to start. He had to put on wristbands just to make sure that people could see the football last year.
I forgot about
that. You guys all forgot about
Had to wear the white sleeves and all that.
And then we put on the
There's
purple
been so much
ones.
racism since then that we forgot all about.
That's true.
Yeah,
That is
true.
true.
I was not talking about his skin tone, though, but thanks, guys, for that. I was talking about that dude is black. Like this dude, this dude, like his accent, like he don't sound like you don't get no quarterback talk out of him. There's no code switching. Like
Nah, bro.
went down there,
and then he went down
then
that
we
way
went down
and
there,
then came
pumped the
back.
ball down and throw in the end zone. Then what?
He don't speak job interview, bro.
Nah, bro. Nah, like. Hello, is Lamar there? Diss me? I'm gonna have to call you back.
He can't do no phone screening.
No,
Nah, bro.
no.
I'm sorry, man.
Mark Ingram answer the phone for him, hyping him up. Yeah, that's my quarterback.
Oh my
All right,
God.
listen, man. Tune in every Monday, 1 p.m. West Coast time, and every Thursday, 1 p.m. West Coast time, right here on Gorilla Cross Radio for Unnamed Sports Show. We are here live. If you guys missed the show, watch the replay. You can always watch the replay. Download the Gorilla Cross app for free. And check out our interview. We had a really dope interview with UFC fighter Andre Ewell. And shout out to my man Bryan Salmond from News 3 LV out here in Las Vegas, NBC, covering the Raiders this year. Really hyped up about that. We'll talk to him every week. He's now on our show. But Dana White said UFC will not muzzle will not muzzle anybody.
Yeah.
So I hope that's true for everybody then. Don't muzzle any of them.
Right.
But you should muzzle something. Something shouldn't go. But we'll talk about that on Monday. We might be here live after UFC 253 on Saturday night. So stay locked in. We might jump on the board live to talk about that real quick. So make sure you watch that. Download the app. Watch all the shows on the app. Jose V is here live every Wednesday, 9 p.m. West Coast time, right here on Gorilla Cross Radio. And we are out.